There we go. RE5 was okay. Yeah, it's right. It's like too much of an action game, right? Can understand why they closed. Oh, was that the last game that they made? That stupid beat 'em up game? Oh, why would they do that? They made bad decisions. Outside of Sum 51. See, probably the reason why Obscure 1 is the best one and the series just went downhill is because I would imagine they just had better influences for that game. They clearly had no idea what to do with like that third Obscure game. Like making into a beat 'em up is such a stupid idea, but it seems like it's influenced by like the mobile era of game design, unfortunately. Like the first one is probably more inspired by like Resident Evil, and that's probably why it's the best one. Thank you, Mr. Leo. Games. Let me change the title as well. Well, I guess the title already is fine because it says you're going to play Silent Hill 2 after Obscure. Yeah, PS3 games are a lot more expensive and difficult to make than PS2. So I bet the reason why they made it a shitty, stupid, cartoony beat 'em up is because it was just easier. Like actually trying to make like a horror game that looks decent, it was probably just going to cost too much money. So they were like, we want to make another Obscure game, but we can't. We don't have the money. Let's make a shitty, cartoony beat 'em up. We could afford to do that. People like that, or so they thought. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about a game that's really good. Silent Hill 2. I played Silent Hill 1 on stream a long time ago. Jennifer says she wants queso really bad. I don't think that's a good idea. No, don't get queso. It's too late for queso. Jeez. Yes, this is one of my favorite games of all time. It's definitely one of the best horror games ever made. That's a pretty common opinion too. I think a lot of people who play this game love it. Demo loves it. This is one of Demo's favorite games as well. Here, let me just show you this. If you, in case you don't know, I do have my my Google Sheet guide here to all the streams and stuff. They're separated by era. So here's PS2, and then if you scroll to the right, I have my rankings of all the games we played for Fliptendo, and then I have my overall like top and bottom lists. Look what's number 2 and 3. Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 1. Because that's where they belong. Just under Dark Souls. The best game of all time. Way to be contrarian. I know. How did I? Such an original opinion to love Silent Hill 2. The first one is actually your total favorite. Yeah, you can see that I have them right next to each other on my list. I always kind of go back and forth. I'm never quite sure. Like, I love the first game so much, but I also love the second game so much. It's such a tough call, ranking. There's some things about the first game I like more, and there's some things about the second game I like more, actually. Like, the soundtrack to both games are just complete masterpieces. You have to make dinner. Oh, I'm sorry, Demo. It's just worked out that way. Sorry about that. 3 is extremely good as well. It's not quite as high for me. Let's see. 3 is still really high on this list, I think. Somewhere. Oh, maybe it's a lot lower, actually. It's number 83, so it is a lot. But I mean, that's only because there's so many good games. But 3 is, I think 3 is still like an extremely good game, though. Where's Silent Hill Homecoming? Oh yeah, let's look at where Silent Hill. Oh, actually, I think, is it on this? Oh, it's not, because it's not that bad. It's not quite on the the worst 50 game list. No. Is it? Actually, it might be. Actually, it does get referenced because I just put any game with a 1 or a 0. Oh, I guess I gave it a 1. Did I give it a 1? Oh, I didn't realize I rated it. I thought I gave it a 2. Wow. But it's almost a 2. It's like 1.4. It's almost on the worst 50 list of all time. Yeah. But it's still above Until Dawn. See, that's actually on the worst 50 list, worst 50 games of all time list. So that's very low. I think Shattered Memories then has a 2. But yeah. I put 1 stupidly high up. Man, you should put it stupidly high up because Silent Hill, both 1 and 2 they're just really amazing games. They have some of the best soundtracks of all time. Like in my opinion, they have some of the best stories of all time in video games. I mean, people will criticize like the voice acting of Silent Hill. I think of both 1 and 2, you could criticize it, but I think that even the voice acting, which is like kind of bad in a technical way, still works really, really well for the story because they do a really good job of like having this like Lynchian atmosphere. You know, I love David Lynch. That's probably why I like Silent Hill games so much, is because I just love David Lynch, and they really like. There's no video game that like epitomizes like a David Lynch style than Silent Hill. Obscure or Homecoming? Well, easily Obscure, because Obscure is a decent game and Homecoming is crap. 2 you put last, mainly because you got bored of how good it is. Well, I guess I can see that. But Silent Hill 2, I can just play through over and over again and never get tired of it. Yeah, Until Dawn. It was Until Dawn was like kind of fun to play through, but also it was so tedious. Like the fun of the stream was just trying to find ways to amuse ourselves while this really shitty, very, very long, boring movie just kept playing and going and going. At least it was hilarious. Like the actual game is not really hilarious. Like it's just shit. Like it's not even like a fun bad movie. It's just a shit bad movie. Like there's nothing fun, entertaining bad about it. It's just a tedious piece of boring garbage. Like you know, like there's movies, there's like fun bad horror movies, you know, like low budget ones or schlocky ones, or some of the best ones are like the ones made by like foreign directors who are like directing American actors and just had weird visions for how the movie should be, like Troll 2. Or they're just like crazy movies like The Stuff. They're just like ridiculous. But like the kind of bad movie that Until Dawn is like, it's just like a shitty teen, like it's too competent to be like, it's not really it has no excess that's entertaining. It's not ridiculous enough, you know. It's just really bad, just like vapid, stupid characters that you're supposed to hate. Like the characters are made annoying on purpose. And I guess the entertainment is supposed to be that you enjoy watching them get killed. But they don't even get killed enough. Like there's barely any gore in Until Dawn. Like there's a surprising lack of like gore and blood in the game. Maybe if the game had like more gore and more killings and just more crazy stuff in it, it might be more entertaining. But it's just a really shitty movie. But unlike a real movie, it's like at a length of 6 hours with a ton of padding. So how is that not the worst thing ever? Anyway, this is the best thing. Let's talk about Silent Hill 2, because that's the best thing ever. Better yet, let's just play it. Let's just play Silent Hill 2. Restart the timer. Did I get everything set up? Let's just play it. So I know this game very well. So unlike all the other games we've played so far have been games that have basically been more or less blind. Oh shit! I started the wrong thing. Hold on. I've been more or less blind in all the games. Like I didn't really know very much about Kuon. Like I'd seen like a little bit of a playthrough of it. Like Rule of Rose, I'd barely seen anything of. ISO selector. Clock Tower 3, I'd seen a little bit of. I'd never touched it. Obscure. I just seen like little clips here and there. But this is a game that I know very well and I've played through many, many times. So like aside from like NES games or like retro games that I might have played through many times, like Umihara Kawase, for like the PS2 era and beyond, this is probably one of the games I've played the most. Like I probably played through it at least a dozen times, probably more. I hope it runs okay. I haven't actually really tested it. I haven't tested the game at all. And I actually own this game as well. I'm going to be emulating it, but I own the game. Here, I should show my box copy off. I still have it. I hope it runs. It should. The emulator's been like it's been pretty good so far. Let me see if I can find my copy of the game. Have I played Silent Hill 3 and 4? Yeah, I played 1, 2, 3, 4, Shattered Memories, and Homecoming. Play all of those. I haven't played Origins or Downpour. Where is it? There it is. Here it is. I have it. How much is this game worth? Here it is. Silent Hill 2. Still in its actual box. I don't ever sell any of my games. I'm not into selling. Oh, that's a scary face. I'm not into selling games. I don't think I've ever really sold a game. Although I have some shitty games that I need to sell.
James, honey, did something happen to you?
Oh.
After we got separated in that long hallway?
Look, it's the original disc for the game.
Are you confusing me with someone else?
Look, it's the instruction manual.
That's
just Mary talking. Ignore
so
that.
Forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
There it is. The manual for the game. I have it still.
Maria?
Look at this. Look at this manual.
You said you took everything. But you forgot that video.
You can't really see this very well, can you?
I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
Aren't you Maria? Playing the game, how to use the map, the field. The artwork's pretty cool. Look at this. Remember when games came with manuals? Look at the artwork. I haven't looked at this in like forever. Probably not since I actually bought the game. I've looked at this manual a long time. How do I feel about the Silent Hill movies? What is this? Look, it comes with a thing you can mail in, like a survey. I never mailed mine in. How much is Silent Hill? How much is this worth? Does this have any value? It probably doesn't. It's probably too common. We gotta watch. Let me start this over. We have to watch the intro. You have to watch the proper intro to the game. I'll just let it go. How do I feel about the movies? Like, nobody likes the second one. I don't like the second one either. The first one's okay. I don't like the last third of it. I don't like the direction they take the plot. Like, it's just too obvious, and like they make it too cliche, and like, it's I don't know, I just find it like irritating. like if I'm rewatching the movie, I would probably want to watch the first 2/3 of it and then just shut it off because the last third is just sucks. Although the little coda they put at the end is really cool, the last scene. But the best thing that the best thing that the movie does is to use just actual music from the game. Like as far as horror movie go from like 2000 after, it's probably has one of the best soundtracks of any horror movie from the 2000s.
James, honey.
Just simply because it
something
uses the
happen to you?
soundtrack from the game, because the game
After we
soundtrack
got
is that
separated in
good.
that long hallway?
It has value.
Are you confusing me with someone else?
It's about $70. CIB means. Does that mean?
You were always so forgetful. Remember that?
Well,
time
it's
in
not
the
in
hotel?
great condition. Like the box has like some
Maria?
marks, like scoring on it. Like the plastic is
You
like
said
ripped.
you took everything.
And it's not
But
like
you
in great
forgot that
condition. So
video.
I doubt it would go for 70 then.
I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
Aren't you Maria? The second movie, also has a really stupid ending, if I remember correctly. Like the second movie isn't actually as bad as people say, but it does a lot of things considerably worse. Like I like that it's about Heather, and I think that the first third of the movie has got some good scenes in it. But one of the problems is that they fuck up the soundtrack. Like they still kind of use music from the games, but they like remix it and generally make it worse, and that's a big. Whereas the first Silent Hill movie just used music straight from the games because they had respect. And the second movie does not have respect. Like we have to remix it. We gotta like put a bunch of static over the music and like blend tracks together. It was not a good decision. Otherwise, I don't remember why I didn't like. All I remember was just like the ending is stupid. Like I think she fights. They tried to do like a scene from the game where she's like fighting the dark. Is she fighting German Head, or was she fighting like Dark Alyssa or something like that? But it's just like an orgy of CG and it's like really dumb. That's all I really remember. Not that, and that the soundtrack was like a big disappointment. One has the amazing monster actor design. Yeah, the cinematography is good. It was made by like that French dude who did the Brotherhood of the Wolf movie, the first Silent Hill movie. Like the cinematography is good and the monster design is good. It's like a lot of cool scenes. The atmosphere is pretty good. It's overall probably one of the better video game movies. But that's only because most of them are bad though. Like it's still not necessarily a great horror movie. Unfortunately, because like its writing is not really the best, and like I said, like the final third of the movie that takes place in the church is like super stupid. Yeah, Greatest Hits has the Maria site. I've actually never played that. I think that's Xbox exclusive. I've actually never done it. I watched a video of it. Vincent, her boyfriend. Oh, that's right. Vincent is her boyfriend, right? I think he's like a completely different character too. He's not like Vincent from Creed. Right? He's not like all Creed.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See?
Jennifer
I'm
apparently ordered artichoke dip. She couldn't help herself. She's real. So Maria, her character design is based on Cameron Diaz, like her model. All right, so we're gonna play in hard mode, of course. If you play this game, I'll explain to you how you should play it. Let's see. Let's go to the options. There's also like a secret options section, isn't there? Like if you hold L and R and press like select. Oh yeah, extra options, which I got Am I playing like the Japanese? Did I like get the Japanese version of this game? It just says USA. That's weird. I don't think there was Japanese in my copy of the game. Weapon control. I don't remember what that does. Map. It just whether it starts zoomed in or I think you want to keep it on zoom in. Blood. You can make the blood crazy colors. We'll keep it on normal. Walk, run, control. You can you can make it so that you're always running all the time, but you shouldn't do that. That ruins the atmosphere. You got to walk everywhere. If you play this game, don't you dare run everywhere. Don't you dare do that. You got to walk everywhere. There's much more atmosphere. That was such an intelligent thing that Kuon did, like rewarding the player for walking and punishing you for running sometimes. That's such a cool idea for a horror game. So by the way, Jennifer's having like a little movie get together in the other room. That's why you can hear her yelling and why she's ordering like spinach dip. Let's see. Language? Oh, I have the language set to Japanese. Is that how? That's weird. I'll put it on English, of course. Huh. Auto load. I don't know what that does. It's startup. Oh. Yeah, there's not like auto saving in this game or anything like that. Of course it's manual saving. Vibration. I don't think vibration will work in the emulator. So this is interesting. This is the most interesting option. 2D and 3D. If I remember correctly, 2D is tank controls and 3D is analog. So the game is set to analog control by default, I guess. But you can actually set it to tank controls if you want. But unlike Obscure, this game does analog controls with the shifting camera angles correctly. So probably just better to leave it on analog. But the tank controls, there is one particular scene where you have to run through a hallway where tank controls are kind of a big help, especially on hard mode. We'll talk about that when we get to it, though. How many times have I played this? I think I've probably played through this game maybe like 15 times in the course of my life. Oh, I have this sub-scenario. Oh, okay, so this must be like the greatest hits version then? I didn't know that this was on PS2. Okay, we'll have to do Born from a Wish, because I've actually never done that before. That's the little side story with Maria you can do. Alright, so now this is the first game in the series that does this. It lets you choose a separate difficulty for action and puzzles. And Silent Hill 2, 3, and 4 lets you do this. The later ones might as well. I don't remember. It's a really good idea, and it's unfortunate that like this is one of those things that like PS2 horror games did that was really smart, and then modern horror games just forgot about it. But it's a good idea. Now, Downpour lets you do it. I guess they probably all do, huh? Even the later ones. Using Brendan Fraser for Walter? Did they? Oh, I didn't realize that. That's interesting. A lot of the characters from all of these games are I mean, a lot of characters in like classic video games are like based on specific actors. Like if you go back to Metal Gear 2, like the big boss is clearly just like a photograph of like Sean Connery. And stuff like that, and they also, they used. I mean, they referenced a lot of like stuff from like popular culture. But I mean, it's fine. So for action level, you should definitely pick hard when you play this game. I don't care if you're like a wimp and you play all your games on easy. You should always play on hard. If you pick beginner, I think the game has like you're invincible or something. So definitely don't pick that. The reason why you should pick hard is because this game is overall the easiest Silent Hill game, and the only way that you get like a reasonable level of challenge is on hard. And I don't, like I said, I don't think that horror games should be that difficult, but this game is balanced correctly on hard mode. So you really should play it on hard. Now for the puzzle level, you should absolutely not play it on hard. Easy is okay and normal is okay. I'm going to do on normal. But definitely do not play on hard. If you play Silent Hill 3, you probably want to go either normal or hard for the action, and you probably want to do normal for the... Silent Hill 3 on hard puzzle mode is ridiculous, and the puzzles just cannot be figured out at all. And pretty much the same is true of this game as well. Even on normal puzzle difficulty, the puzzles, some of them are kind of a little bit ridiculous. But, I mean, I don't think we're going to have any trouble with them. So I would recommend hard and normal. That's the way you should probably play. Or hard and easy is okay too. Is canon true mode on Silent Hill 3? Gives more context as to why Heather's a college student. Oh, really?
Mary, could you really be in this town?
The music for this like intro cutscene is like some of my favorite music in a video game. It's so good. And you only hear it in this scene too. Oh, is this tank controls? Oh, I guess I have it on the wrong controls. Shit. Can I change them still? I think I can. Oh, okay. I guess 2D is the analog. That's weird. 3D is tank controls. I guess it kind of makes sense. Oh, so the default is tank controls then. All right. Well, I'm more used to playing it in analog, so that's how we'll play it. And you start in the bathroom. Man, the music is so good. So beautiful. I should start the timer. Requires that you know Shakespeare. That's right. It's so ridiculous. And even if you know Shakespeare, you probably still won't figure it out. I just want to stay in this bathroom so we can listen to this music some more. It's so beautiful. All right. And then this music is extremely good too. For me, this game probably has the best... Like, if I had to rank the best soundtracks in video games, I'd probably put this as number one. I don't think that there is a better soundtrack
In my restless dreams,
in a video game.
I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place.
Special place. Also, what's that?
Waiting for you.
New dialogue? Oh, yeah?
I got a letter.
I'm not sure I was aware of that. I might have
The
been.
name on the
I might have
envelope
forgot.
said, Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true.
The music is so
I
good!
keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter.
Dead person can't write a letter.
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does
Yeah.
she mean the park on the lake?
The HD version replaces the voice acting,
We spent
and
the whole day there.
I actually haven't heard it, but it's considered to be inferior.
Just the two of us, staring at the water. Could Mary really be there?
That's a bad port. You should
Is she
definitely not
really
play
alive?
these games that way with that HD collection.
Waiting for me?
There's a lot of problems with it. So like that right there is probably the best introductory cutscene, like, or introduction to a video game of all time. Also, I love how like it starts when you're getting that whole like narration there. Like it's just completely zoomed out, and you just see him like in the distance, like over the railing, just like looking at the fog and the. It's all so good. It's so classy. I have to remember the controls for this game. It's been a long time. I played this game a lot, like just on my own, but like also one of the reasons why I played this game so many times is because like I always want to like replay through this game like with friends. Like I replayed like with many people I know. I've just played through the game like for like Halloween and stuff, and so we get a map from our car. It makes sense. Silent Hill 3 gets the worst of it. All the voice cast is anime. Well, I mean, Heather's voice actor in the original one was really good. Like, she had a really good voice actress, so like it really nailed the tone of the characters. So it's hard to imagine they could. But I think that they had to recast it because like the original. I don't know. Supposedly they had to recast it because the original audio was. They couldn't get it or something. So if you like walk over here, you get this kind of cool camera angle through the fence, and over here you get you can see this. Here, let's look at our map. To actually get into Silent Hill, which is where we're going now, we have to take that off-road path because this is blocked off. In Silent Hill 1, a lot of the roads are blocked off by just simply disappearing. Like the roads will just it'll just suddenly end in like a cliff. Like it's very surreal. It's like it's similar to certain horror movies where like it's almost like you're in like the town that you've been has been ripped out of the ground and it's just like floating in midair or something, But this game does things differently. This game does still have a little bit of that, like ripped up roads, torn up like roads that just end. But it also just has like a lot of just like barriers like this. It's like weird, fenced off. A lot of fences actually, because they were trying to do something thematically different. It says, welcome. Guess I can't go any further by car. I'll have to walk. Oh yeah, and they reference Brahms there too. Brahms is the city that's referenced in the first Silent Hill. Like this van, I don't think you can do anything with this van. Nothing to do but take the path. When this game first came out, have I ever tried speedrunning it? Nah, I didn't. You have to, you almost kind of have to speedrun it to be able to like unlock the best stuff, the like special weapons and things that you can get, like the green hyper spray. But what I did instead is I just like used a Game Genie code to unlock that stuff because I could never. I thought about it, but it just seemed. I wasn't really into speedrunning at that time, and I kind of still am not. His voice actor addressed he wasn't paid for the royalties. Yeah, there's like some kind of like bullshit that happened that forced them to recast it or whatever. I mean, it was a mistake. They should not have released the game in that state. But I think that. Even though this is a pretty early, I think this is a pretty early PS2 game, the voice acting in this game is still like pretty good. Even James's voice actor is actually really good. Like I think his voice acting holds up really well. Oh, I guess Jennifer's food is here. Jen, your food is here. She can get it. It's her food. It's not my food. Okay, we have to. I shouldn't be running. I should be walking.
Oh, did they ring the bell?
They did.
Okay.
I should be walking because we get better atmosphere that way. A reaction of the HD voice acting. Compare the two. It's not a bad idea.
So excited! I really wanted fucking cheese, Brian.
What did you order?
I ordered spinach and artichoke dip.
That doesn't. I guess that has cheese, right?
Yeah.
Alright, here's the first save point of the game in this well. The save points in this game are just red squares. Something in the well. What's that? Looking at this makes me feel like someone's groping around in my skull. Gives me a weird feeling. That is weird. Okay. If we wanted to get like the best ranking, we would basically not want to save at all. But that's probably not a good idea for the stream. If something bad happens. Konami being Konami. Yeah, I mean, the modern Konami is basically not... I don't consider them to be the same company. Because it's just not really... It's not the same people that even worked on this game or many of the classic games. It's not really the same people. And also, like, you know, they have said that one of the reasons why they've, like, pulled back from releasing video games is just because video games are too expensive to make and it's more profitable just to make pachinko machines. And that's understandable because that's like one of the problems with just modern gaming, you know. I mean, it's kind of, that's just the way things are. It's sad, but it is understandable. They were always scummy. I don't know about that.
Excuse me,
I'm sorry. I
No,
was
it's
just...
okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Is it dangerous?
maybe. And it's not just the fog either.
Okay,
It's...
I got it. I'll be
He'll
careful.
be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
But why?
I'm looking for someone.
Who is it?
Someone very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your
No,
problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
It was the first character we meet in the game. Angela is her name, right? I think we can actually talk to her again. Optional.
Aren't you looking for someone?
And then she suddenly has
That's
like an
right.
attitude. Kinda. And she'll just keep giving us that cutscene if we talk to her.
What is it?
Oh, she's got a different one.
Nothing. Sure is quiet here, huh?
I guess.
I guess. If you talk to her twice, you can get that silly scene. Yeah, there's like no item. There's nothing around here for us to find. Angela's voice actress is pretty weird. And it's the kind of thing that you might initially think is bad acting, but it actually fits her character really well when you get to know more about her. But I love that cutscene there, that like sort of the first cutscene you get with like dialogue between characters. Oh, I went the wrong way. Because it really is really is so like Lynchian. It's so David Lynch, the way the characters talk. Like the characters are, there's something wrong with both of the characters. And it's the kind of thing that like people, it's easy to maybe write off as like, oh, that's just bad acting or bad writing. But there's actually, it's like intentional. Like there's a reason why there's something off with both of the characters. All the characters in this game, there's something off with them. It feels very much like, you know, like some of Twin Peaks, some of David Lynch's stuff, like Twin Peaks. Maybe not Twin Peaks so much, but some of his other things. Maybe like Lost Highway. Lost Highway is actually pretty similar to Silent Hill in some ways. Alright, back to walking mode. Let's see. So you don't really have control of the camera in this game. Not really, but you kind of do, because the L2 button is the camera button, and if you hold that down, the camera can be readjusted, kind of. I mean, it already kind of follows you sometimes, and then sometimes it has particular angles. But you can use the L2 button to see things you ordinarily the camera wouldn't let you see. We're just walking into town right now. We can like observe. There will be items we can pick up. But there's a lot of things you can just kind of look at. Silent Hill Ranch, which don't have any point other than just like things to look at. Is Harry for SH4? He is meant to be a loner, but comes off mainly so emotionless. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, well, Harry in Silent Hill 4, yeah, that's the one that people have of the first four, people have the most problem with, because like his personality is so weird. Like, yeah, he's so emotionless and weird with his, but they're still obviously going for like a David Lynch thing with the character, and also they're kind of doing that because the other Silent Hill games all had like that kind of character, except for Silent Hill 3. Like Heather actually has more of a personality, kind of. But like Heather's character is like so realistic with the way she reacts to things. She's such a realistic, well-realized character. And then I think that Silent Hill 4, it's Henry, not Harry. Harry's from Silent Hill 1. Henry from Silent Hill 4 is such a weird change from Silent Hill 3, because they went. It's like suddenly they're doing like this very David Lynchian, stilted performance, like, and maybe either it's on purpose or they were just they just did that because it felt Silent Hill, or they just didn't even realize what they were doing. I don't know. But it, like, unlike the other Silent Hills, like Henry himself doesn't exactly have like dark secrets. It's more just the kind of things happen around him. So it's kind of weird that his character is so off-putting. It doesn't exactly fit the story. I think that's why people have a bit more problem with it. Like Silent Hill 2, this game, James Sunderland, this character we're playing right now, he also kind of has like a bit of a stilted, weird delivery to his lines and his personality. There's something off about him. But he still feels like a bit naturalistic, like he sort of feels like a real human being. He just seems like a depressed human being. It's a pretty good performance, really. And it fits the story very well. I guess Henry's personality doesn't quite fit this. It's more just like a... I still think it still fits a Silent Hill game, though. Like, I don't mind it. I don't mind his character. Oh yeah, if we hold the camera button down, we can actually use the analog stick to look around a little bit. Which is how you can see some things you ordinarily wouldn't be able to see from the camera. So if you're playing this game, you should really, like this initial walk through the pathway and like this walk into town, which is very uneventful. There's like not really much going on, but you're just kind of walking and looking. Make sure that you walk and don't run, because you got to take in the atmosphere. Very important for atmosphere. Do not use that. Don't press that run button. Don't press it. fight the temptation. You gotta experience the atmosphere properly. Oh yeah, so like right here, you can actually switch the camera. If we just walk like this, we get the, we'll kind of be stuck with like a walking into the camera, although that's really cool, so that's okay. But if you want, you could reposition the camera like this with the L2 button, and you can get the camera behind the character. But, which is good to know. But we'll keep it the walking into the camera, because that is cooler after all. Like right here, I think like right here, if you use the L2 button, you can also kind of see some stuff off in the distance. So the fog effects in this game were the first thing that people noticed about the game when it came out. This was an early PS2 game. I remember this game being considered to be like graphically extremely impressive, mainly because of these fog effects. In Silent Hill 1, the fog was just like a flat gray fog. It was just basically draw distance. But in Silent Hill 1, fog was considered to be like fog. It was done that way on purpose, and it was very foggy to like kind of hide the draw distance of the game, because you were running around in this like big open area. Probably there was like a very short draw distance. Yeah, you can actually, using the camera button, you can actually see across there, and you can see that there's like corn. There's like a cornfield over there, which you would not be able to see just playing the game normally. So it was, I mean, it worked really well for Silent Hill 1. It was a way of like utilizing the technical limitations to like really add a lot of atmosphere to the game. It was like a really smart idea. But for this game, they could have had a bigger draw distance if they'd wanted to. But in this game, the fog is more of just like an artistic choice. Well, probably they just wanted to show off the fog effects. The fog looks really, really good in this game. This is a PS2 game. It looks amazing. Hey, call it. Well, right now we're enjoying the. This is a classy horror game, Colic. Right now we're just enjoying the atmosphere as we slowly walk into town. Okay, let's check. Let's just take a look at our map. Fog is moving quite fast. It's a very moody fog. It's very moody. So yeah, we've already like, we started down there. We're actually on the second part of the map now. I don't think it'll let you. I don't know if it'll let you like switch maps. Is X to be? Yeah, X is to zoom out. Oh yeah, it will. Yeah, so we can look at like different maps of Silent Hill. We have multiple maps here. These are all locations we'll be going to. Well, not all, but a lot of them. Like, you can see the Woodside apartment building, or the Blue Creek and the Woodside apartment building there, which will be a very important location. Also, like Neely's Bar, the Happy Burger, those will be important locations. Some of these locations aren't nothing, but in the park up there, that's an important location. The parking lot, the inn, Heaven's Night, the Bolorama, the gas station, this historical society, the boat launch, all important locations we'll be going to. And then finally up there, this is like the big map. The observation deck down there is where we started. Up there, what is it? You think you have this game? Have you played it before? You gotta play it. If you haven't played it, play it immediately. The lake, and then up there, the Lakeview Hotel. Very important location as well. And then there's the amusement park there, which you never go to. Maybe you go there in the first. I think you might go there in the first game. There's an amusement park in the first game. I don't know if it's actually the same amusement park. This game takes place in in the same town, obviously, as Silent Hill 1. I mean, that goes without saying. But it's meant to be the same location, and you're just exploring different parts of Silent Hill from Silent Hill 1. So I don't think there's any locations that actually overlap. There's a hotel in Silent Hill 1 called Brookhaven, and the hotel in this one is called, or maybe this one is called Brookhaven actually. What was it again? Yeah, this one might be called Brookhaven. I forget, what was the first... Oh, the hotel in Silent Hill 1 was called Alchemia, I think. Alchemia Hotel. Or hospital. Was I saying hotel? Hospital. I'm trying to talk... There's hospitals that are important locations in both 1 and 2. And 3. 3 actually will reuse some of the same locations as 2. But 1 takes place mostly in like all different locations. There might be some places that are referenced though that are the same. Who cares? Happy burger time. Food is good. Yeah, but there's no like burgers you can get in this game to replenish your health. Only medicine. Only like vitamins or whatever there's in those capsules. Anything in the garbage? No, there is not. You hated the map in Downpour? Yeah. I haven't played Downpour, but I have watched a decent amount of Let's Plays of it. To me, it looks pretty shitty, but shitty in different ways from Homecoming and Shattered Memories. Yet to actually try. I should try it one of these days. I don't know if I would like it more or worse than the other Western ones, but it looks like it has a lot of problems. The story seems dumb, and I don't know, it looks like it has a lot of problems. All the Silent Hills that are not the Japanese one, all the Western ones have bad storylines. Look, it's a flower store. Can't really examine that. We could check our map now, though. It might be useful. We can see that the correct way to go is behind us, so we want to check over here first. I think we might find our first items over here. Yeah, like a health kit or something. First item you can find in the game. And over here is probably going to be some kind of dead end. I think it'll be... I don't think it's going to be like a ripped up... It's not going to be like a ripped up road like Silent Hill 1. It's just going to be like barriers. In this case, just like standard road type barriers. You own the first 3 Fatal Frame games? Nice. Have you played them? When are you gonna... You say that as if you haven't played them. You gotta play those games. Those games are all amazing. They're all amazing, Colic. And all the first 4 Silent... Well, at least all the first 3 Silent Hill games are amazing as well. 4 is good too. But the first 3 Silent Hill games are some of the best games ever. Little shack over there that we cannot go to. There's street signs in the game. There was street signs in the first game as well, which were like important for navigation. Is this the way? I think this is the way we came from. So I'll go back that way. And the atmosphere music that plays as you walk into the town is really you can hear it. Is really nice. It's creepy while at the same time being kind of relaxed almost. Like it definitely gives you the feeling that you're like going someplace weird or strange, but it's not like overtly scary yet, and it's kind of more establishes like a sense of atmosphere. So it's just like perfect music. All the music in this game is pretty much perfect. This is like pretty much a perfect soundtrack. If there's any game that has a perfect soundtrack, it is this game. I don't think we can go in there, but pretty soon there'll be another item. Yeah. I'm gonna turn right here. And we're gonna get our first like event scene up here. Not this, but what comes after this. Are these marks blood? What's that? A figure in the distance. That's the game telling us to go that way. That shadow just now. But if we try to go the other way, there will be barriers here. Actually, I guess it just... or the game will just not let you go that way. If you go this way, I think you actually get like a... Oh yeah, more barrier. Okay. There's like a ripped up portion of the street around here too. Like one of the few ones that are in this game. Which The ripped up street thing in Silent Hill 1 is one of my favorite things about that game, though. Okay, and there will be another item coming up soon. Which, I want to point out something about this game. We've talked about it before. The whole... I think it was a thing that was mainly done in the PS2 era. But this probably was the first game to think of it, actually, since this is a very early PS2 game. But Harry in this game will actually look at items. This does not happen in Silent Hill 1. He will actually turn his head to look at things that are of note, as a subtle way to like guide the player towards where items are, to rather than just like modern games like in later horror games or modern horror games. They don't even bother doing stuff like that. They just have items flash. But it's so much classier the way that this game does that. This game does. There's no items don't flash in this game. They kind of stand out a little bit because they're not just the way they're rendered and stuff. They kind of stand out, so you can see. Oh, it looks like an item. But he will actually turn his head to look at them, and that's really cool. And it's something... I guess modern horror games are all first person, so there would be no need for that mechanic. But it's at that size. It's one of the crappy things about first person games that you wouldn't think about. That you can't do things like that. Or also animation changes as you take damage no longer are relevant if you're playing first... There's a lot of things about first person games that kind of suck. See how he's looking at something? Yeah, the first area we can actually enter. And you're gonna save there. We have some more health drinks that we definitely want to get. Oh, and the memory cards. Yeah, good luck with that. I hope that you find them. I mean, I still own my PS2. It's actually still hooked up, and I still have my box copy of this game. But I'm still playing it on emulator because it's just easier. It's just easier to emulate this than to stream it off of an actual PS2. Too difficult to stream things off of PS2. You can do it, but there's a lot of issues. I still have my PS1 as well. I don't know if it still works, but I still have I have all my PlayStation systems. I haven't thrown any of them out. It's still in a box or something downstairs in the basement. I should get out one of these days and see if it still works. I still have my memory cards as well. Dude, the fog looks so good in this game. It even still, to me, I don't know what. Maybe today there's better looking fog, but. Even for now, I feel like it still looks good. The fog. Graphically, this game still looks really nice. And Silent Hill 3 looks even better. Silent Hill 3 is an amazing looking game. It even looks better than the PS3 Silent Hill games. Because it was just they put so much effort into it, and it's such a perfect merging of amazing technical prowess with amazing art design. When you have both of those things. And the models in Silent Hill 2 and 3 especially look so amazing. Heather's model looks incredibly realistic. A dozen different concepts. I probably do two somewhere. Maybe not a dozen. I don't have any of my old consoles anymore, like my NES and my Super Nintendo. I think they got sold at some point. Well, they might have just got to give away. Or they might have just given away. So, here's where we meet our first enemy. What is this? I think we have to fight him. I don't think we can run away. I can't escape right now. Oh! What the fuck button is it to attack? Shit. It's R1, right? It should be X. Oh, I don't want to die here. Huh. That's weird.
Oh, it's R2. That's why. Damn. I was in Obscure with R1 too. Resident Evil is R1 as well.
Is it dead? What the hell is it?
Took some damage there.
Human.
It doesn't matter though, because you get a ton of health in this game if you find all the items. Way more than you need. Alright. We're about to get an important cutscene. We've got to pay close attention to this cutscene.
Yeah.
A radio.
This thing broken? What the? I'd better take it anyway. I might need it.
So the text, that cutscene is interesting because the text makes it seem more broken up than it actually is. But once you play through the game and you know the ending of the game, I mean, I shouldn't say it. Maybe some people don't want to, still haven't seen like the full game with the full ending. But once you know the game's twist, if you re-listen to that radio audio, you can clearly hear what is a very big spoiler. But you wouldn't catch it the first time probably because the text kind of fools you into thinking that there's like less there than there actually is. This game it does have multiple endings. The way you get the endings in this game is interesting. It's not anything to do with like how many saves you use or anything like that. Like it's very specific things, very specific ways you play the game gets you different endings. And most people tend to get the suicidal ending because of the way that they tend to play. But we want to try to get the leave ending. That's the best normal ending you can get. There's kind of not really like a best ending. There's like 3 regular endings, and then there's a 4th one you can get only after playing through the game once. And then there's like a super secret 5th ending, which is the joke ending. Which also requires you to be playing the second time. But the ending that's closest to like the best ending would be the leave ending, which is you can get that one the first time you play. Alright. There's another health drink. You want that. Now, these enemies are, if you fight them with a melee weapon like this, they're pretty difficult to, if we adjust the camera here, it'll help us see that enemy better. They're pretty difficult to fight with a melee weapon without taking damage. You have to kind of, because they spit that acid at very irregular intervals. So it's really difficult to like time properly. The only real safe way to fight them is with like a gun. But the game gives you tons of ammo, even on hard mode, so you can just shoot them. You're probably better off shooting these acid spitters. You're better off shooting them and then saving the melee weapons for like different enemies. But they're also the most common enemy in the game. If this game has a drawback, it would probably be the enemy variety. It's a little bit weak in this game. Like all the enemies have like certain like thematic qualities to them. They all tie in with the game's plot and the characters. But unfortunately there's only really 3 normal enemies. And then there's some variations and there's some like bosses, some boss enemies, which get reused a little bit, but yeah, this is the one with the wife. Too bad I can't read it because the surface has been rubbed away. Remains of the something swab. I think that somebody's figured out the correct text for this somewhere on the internet. Let's see if I can remember. The founders of land surrounding this monument was originally founders? Maybe it's the borders of the borders of land surrounding this monument was originally swamp. It was later filled from long ago. Something. is nicknamed, probably this swamp is nicknamed Blood Swamp because the pioneers maybe poured the water used to wash the something in here. Perhaps it's for the best that many people seem to have something in the air left the area. I don't know. Somebody figured out like a full version of that text. It's on the internet somewhere, but I don't remember exactly. Alright, so before there was a barrier here if we tried to go here before, but now it's gone. Yeah, where do we want to go right now? So eventually we want to head to the apartment building, but before we do that, we, I guess we'll keep going down the street this way. This access spitters going to be like all over the street now, but they're not really that hard to avoid if you just run from them, keep your distance. They're pretty easy to avoid. You just have to kind of watch where you're going. So actually, I really like the enemy design of those guys. I mean, beyond the thematic stuff and like the look of them, which is really cool. It's a very cool like enemy design. But also like as just like for an enemy design, it's just kind of cool how they work. How they're not really that dangerous if you just run from them, but if you have to be careful not to run, you have to be careful not to get too close. And if they somehow get you surrounded, then you can be in trouble. And later on, we will be dealing with them in like tight quarters, which will make them a lot more dangerous. But for right now, they're not too bad as long as you kind of keep your distance. But they're like I would consider them to be like a very atmospheric type of enemy. Like really good for sort of just like building the tension of the game. Let me see, let's see. I'm trying to like get all the items. I'm trying to remember where they are. Oh yeah, we're coming up against the bar. There should be like an item here maybe. The bar is an important location. Oh, see, I did, dude, yeah, see, like, right there. Like, that guy, I didn't even see him. He could have got me. He could have tagged me, but he didn't. Yeah, there's an item. Want that. And the Happy Burger. Does the Happy Burger remind you of anything? Clearly based off of Burger King. Like a bunch of items, but there's something around here, some kind of items that you can get. And there could be more. In the first Silent Hill, in the first area, there's also a burger shop, the Queen Burger, which also has like items nearby it. And in the second one as well. There's always like items by the burgers places. I think there's just a dead end over here. I think there's nothing over here. Oh, but that way there's some items. Did we pass the bar? We need to check out the bar. Now I'm running because I have to evade these enemies. So is this the entrance? The bar should be here somewhere. If we get near the bar, the camera will like zoom in on it to show us that it's an important location. Yeah, here we go. Like this, see? When I was playing this game for the first time, I did not this is an optional location. Notice that we have no flashlight yet. We haven't found the flashlight yet. So I never found this map. What's that symbol at the end of Martin Street? I never found this map, and I never discovered this bar. It's optional. You can entirely miss it. You don't really need it to like know about. You can discover those important places without coming here. But if you do come here, you can use the markings on that map. Just like the first game. In the first game, it does the same thing. If you can find, even though you already have a map, if you find somebody else's map and it has things marked on it, you then transcribe that onto your map, which is a really cool idea that you don't really see in other games. But the square is showing the save. All the little squiggles shows the dead ends, including places where we haven't actually gone to yet, like here. The apartment is circled because that's where we should be going, and the question mark is showing basically where there's a key, and this circle down there is showing where there's like an important location where we can just get items. Of course, it doesn't spell all that out for you, but it shows you like important areas that you should explore. And then here, of course, is one of the legendary, basically memes about this game. There was a hole here. It's gone now. It's like a weird, almost catchphrase for the game. It's a memorable phrase, and it even sort of has like thematic resonance with the game's story, as well as the game's like level design, because it may be thematic, but there's sort of like a theme going on where James is constantly jumping down holes in this game, especially later on. You just keep jumping down one. You jump down one hole after the other, and it's both metaphorical and literal. Oh, there's like a corpse here. Can you like examine this? I guess not. Oh, there's like an item here. What's that? Let's check our health. That is not the sub screen. This menu screen is very similar to the one from Silent Hill 1. I'm not sure if it's the case in this game, but in Silent Hill 1, you can tell what difficulty you're on by the color of the menu. For some reason, it's a weird, subtle touch. But on easy, the menu is green. On normal, it's blue. And on hard mode, it's purple. And in this game, we're playing in hard mode. I wish they'd kind of kept that. That would have been cool. But in this game, we're playing in hard mode, and it's blue. So I don't think it still does the color thing. So let's go back towards, I think, yeah, these street signs are useful because there's actual street signs on your map as well. Oh, we want to go this way. There's an important thing down this way. I don't know why the camera like kind of hangs in that spot. There doesn't seem to be any items there. So the part in the map that's circled is just this like trailer, abandoned trailer. You're back. Welcome back, Demo. You haven't missed too much because we've been playing through the game very slowly. We're gonna take our time, and I don't care if it takes 10 or 12 hours to play through this game. It's a game that we could easily like rush through in like 5 hours or less if I wanted to, but we're gonna really take our time and turn that 5 into 10 hours. So we're still in like the opening town areas. We still have like a bunch of stuff to explore. Like I walked the whole way through the opening areas. I played this game many, many times, so I know it very well. Yes. We'll see if I can remember every item location. To be able to get the best ranking, you have to have all the item locations memorized. I never did like get like a 10-star ranking in this game, though. It's like extremely hard. If you get a 10-star ranking in the game, you unlock all the best weapons. Like you get is there a katana in this game, or is that Silent Hill 1? I forget what all they are, though. I know that the best one is like a green hyper spray that like insta kills every enemy. This door's locked, but we'll be coming from that door later in the game. Yeah, there's like 3 different levels of hyper spray you can get. Like a red, I think a red, yellow, and green. And the green one's the best one. It kills all enemies in 1 hit. But it also like damages you, so it's like kind of a weird weapon. I think there's also like a ray gun you can get, which insta-kills enemies. Silent Hill 1 had like a special bonus ray gun you could unlock for getting the best rankings. There was 3 different colors for that as well, like red, yellow, and green. And the cool thing about the ray gun is it had infinite ammo. But the red, the basic one, which was the easiest one to get, which you just got for simply getting the UFO ending, it did like really weak damage, so it wasn't that great of a weapon. But if you could somehow get the green one, which required you to get a 10-star ranking, which requires you to like take very little damage, not save, and like get all the items and kill all the enemies or something like that. If you could like do all that, then you would get this unlimited ammo ray gun, which like kills every enemy in 1 hit, and it's pretty fun. I never unlocked it properly. I think I just used like a game genie code to get it. You could also get like a katana and like a rock drill and a chainsaw and all these other fun weapons. I think there's a bunch of weapons you can get in this game as well, but I don't remember exactly what they are. I just know that there's like a hyper spray that's the best one. But like for some weird reason it damages you. So there's an enemy, I think there's an enemy under this car that's gonna like come crawling after us in a second. There's an item here. This is the alleyway that is marked with the circle on our map. And that's because there is a key, an important key here that we need to get into the apartment building, which is like the first dungeon of the game. It's basically the equivalent of the school. Oh, he comes out of that van. We can just, if we're quick, we can just ignore him. We don't really need to mess with him. We just need to get that key. Was there any other items? I don't think there are. Maybe there was health here? Is there health? Oh, there's also like bugs too. Oh yeah, I forgot. There was like another normal enemy is bugs. There's like bug enemies in the first Silent Hill as well. But they're almost like supplemental enemies more than real enemies because they don't. You can just kind of squash them. They just kind of get in your way. They do damage you, but like not a lot. And they're just there to make dealing with the real enemies a bit more troublesome. But they have their own ambient sounds. And it's also optional to... Did I take damage? If we want, we can also go down this alleyway. It's not marked on our map, but there is something down here, which is interesting, that we can look at. If you go down, it's a dead end, of course, but... There might also be an item. But there should be like a... There's one of those things. Those crawling enemies are just the normal acid-spitting enemies, but they're just crawling on the ground. And if you give them long enough, they can damage you by crawling into you, but if you give them long enough, they'll stand up and become regular acid-spitting enemies. So right here is a corpse, and he has a bunch of notes that we can read, torn out from his notebook there. There's a memo pad on the ground. I'm going to write everything I've learned so far. Maybe that will help you out somehow. This guy is the tutorial man. He's basically here to give you hints about how to play the game. I think. If you're reading this, it probably means I'm already dead. Let's read the notes in order. I saw those demons. They were there, I'm certain. But my friend says he didn't see anything. If that's true, does that mean what I saw was an illusion? That is actually a very important story clue. There's a reason why he can see them, but his friend can't. But whether that demon that ate human beings was real, or whether it was some kind of hallucination that my mind dreamed up, one thing I know for sure is that I'm beyond all hope. Just like James. It seems that they're attracted to light. That's why people who need light to see are their natural prey. They also react strongly to sound. If you want to go on living, you'd be better off just sitting in the dark and staying quiet, but even that probably won't save you. Yeah, so just like in the first Silent Hill, turning off your light is supposed to make you harder to detect. Just like in, but that's more of a relevant mechanic in Siren. In this game, it doesn't really matter that much. In Siren, having the flashlight off is extremely helpful to your survival. But in this game, it doesn't really matter that much, because you can just fight most of the enemies anyway if you want to. If you're going to try to fight them, the most important thing is to relax. It's dangerous to fire a gun when you're all crazy with fear. Take good aim and squeeze the trigger, and don't forget to finish them off. So that sounds like just silly nonsense, but that's actually a clue about how to play the game. I guess this is true in Silent Hill 2 as well. In Silent Hill 1, there was a mechanic where, see, Harry was supposed to be like a normal human being and not like a super soldier. They wanted you to feel like you were like a vulnerable human being. So even though the game has auto aim, in order to get, he won't automatically hit enemies. There's kind of an RNG, which is also the same with Siren as well. Siren also has this. But if you actually if you just aim for a second before pulling the trigger, it raises your accuracy. Like, the idea is that if you take a second to aim before firing, you have better accuracy, which makes sense. And is a good mechanic that, like, this is another thing that, like, has kind of been forgotten about. Like, no modern horror game has like a mechanic like this, because I think that like most of them don't use auto aim, but it's a pretty cool mechanic. Run away, and that's his last piece of advice, to run away. So those are the clues he gives you. So there's actually some gameplay clues in there, in those notes, kind of, if you pay attention. There should be a health kit in this corner, I'm pretty sure. I think there's a health kit here. Yeah. I remember some of these. Is there more? Oh, there's actually two of them. Oh, there's bullets there. Can't go in that building. Can't interact with it. And there might also be some items along this street. I don't think we can go in that alleyway. Pretty sure that we can. But maybe along this side there could be items. I'm not sure. It might not be. They changed the way the static sounds and works in this game. In Silent Hill 1, there was a specific static effect that was used for every enemy. There was two kinds of static effects. There was like this normal like white noise effect, like, and then there was like a staticky effect that went over it, and it was based on how many enemies were near you. If there was one enemy, you just get the white noise. And if there's multiple enemies, you get white noise plus static. But in this game, radio works different. You just get static. I don't think it matters how many enemies are around you. It's just like a proximity thing. And not every enemy gives you static in this game. And there's musical changes as well. There's musical changes depending on the area. So it's not just the static that changes. There's also like different music as well. This text right here, the door that wakes in darkness opening into nightmare, that will be relevant later in the game. Right now this door doesn't open, of course. Later it will. Later it will be important. And it says it wakes in darkness. That of course means if we're coming back to this area and it's dark, that means we want to head to that door. So we can open this door to the apartment building now because we found the key in that alleyway. And now we're in the apartment building. Now there's silence. The first like dungeon area of the game. And a pretty creepy area. Garbage, no use for that. But this garbage dump here will be important later. If we go over here, there's 2 entrances, but only one. I think only one of them will be open right now. I think. Yep. We'll be going through that door later. So we got to go this way. The first out of 4 dungeon areas of the game, basically. What I would consider to be like the 4 main dungeons of the game. The apartment, the hospital, the historical society, and the hotel. And we get a map right away. There's actually 2 apartment buildings we'll be going through. On the map, they're shown as Woodside and Blue. What was it? Blue Points? Blue something. There's like a save here that we want to use. No keys here. The sound design in this apartment building is really, really, really good. Really extremely, extremely good. The store will be locked. Creepy. Let's see. We have to either go to... I think we do floor 2 first. Oh! It's scary in there. There's enemies in there. Let's actually go up to the 3rd floor and just see if we can get anything to happen. You hear that? You hear that sound coming in? Do you feel a sense of foreboding about this door? You should. You got most of your friends. You got most of your info from Silent 2 from Super Best Friends. Was there? Did they do a long play? Did they have a good long play of this game? Was that a cool long play? Did they have like a lot of info? Oh, we can actually go in here. But I don't think we'll be able to do anything here yet because we don't have... Or maybe we can we? Yeah. He's looking at an item here, but we can't actually interact with it yet. And the reason why we can't is because we don't have the flashlight. So we'll just come back here in a second. The sound design is so good. Well, that's cool. There's a lot of really good long plays of this game. But... I would highly recommend playing the game yourself because it's just like one of the best experiences you can have with a horror game. Play it yourself. Play it at night, alone, or with a friend. But alright. So, now we're in the apartment. There's a dude right there. And he's going to close in on us, so I probably shouldn't stay here too long. So this is where these guys, the acid spitters, start to get pretty dangerous. They start to get... Oh, it's too... I can't read my map because it's too dark. We want to go over here. They start to get pretty dangerous here because there's not really room to safely run around them. So we definitely going to want a gun. We don't have a gun yet, but we'll get a gun soon, and we're going to need it. Now this room is important. 18-part Silent Hill playthrough. Also discussing some of the details in terms of programming. Yeah, I bet that's pretty cool. So I love this camera angle right here as you like go into this room. Like, look at this. This actually has, like, this whole scene here is like fits in with the theme of the game in kind of a subtle way, which I don't necessarily want to say. But notice how he walks into this room and there's like a spotlight on him coming from like this mannequin, which represents something based on that outfit. That outfit is important. But that's where we get the flashlight right there. And now we have a flashlight. And we could kill this thing. Like, I guess we will. I don't think we need to. We could probably just run out of the room. So I don't think there's any items in here, but may as well kill it. He wasn't dead. It was just pretending to be dead. You gotta make sure. Oh, and you can do the stomp as well. Oh, but I didn't have time. Oh, because I'm playing in hard mode. You gotta stomp it when it's on the ground. Stomp it. Make sure you stomp. Mannequin arms and legs scattered all over. This game is still the champ. After seeing the other games, I tell you, none of the other games got the atmosphere right. Well, I mean, no, I mean, some of those other games had pretty good atmosphere, but like, I just think that there's a difference between pretty good atmosphere and amazing. Like, there's levels of quality. Like, this is the best. Nothing comes close to this. Like, nothing comes close to this game for atmosphere. But like, Kuon was good. Kuon was really good. Rule of Rose had excellent atmosphere. Clock Tower 3 did not have very good atmosphere, but Siren had excellent atmosphere as well. It just has some problems, but so we'll just go ahead and run away from that guy. Using the L2 button to change the camera here is very useful. It's the only way to really switch the camera from the front to the back. I'm going to try to just run past this dude. Whoops. You can turn the flashlight on and off with the circle button. I don't think it's very useful because they're going to definitely see you anyway as you run past them. You may as well just keep it on, but there might be certain places where turning the flashlight off is useful. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think there's any game that has better atmosphere than this game. Like, just listen to this. Here, let me go back down the stairs again. Let me go back down the stairs. Like, listen to this. Right here, the silence on this floor, and then you start to walk up the stairs, and then that sound comes in. Like, listen to this. As you, like, approach this door. Which, by the way, you should... If you were just kind of running through this area, you would not really get the same effects. That's why it's very important to walk in this game. Some of those games did like pretty interesting stuff though. Siren 1 does do some interesting things. They all had interesting ideas. Like Kuon's whole idea of like punishing you for running is a really good idea for a horror game. And like Rule of Rose, with its kind of different setting and different take on like a story for a horror game, that was really cool. And Siren, with like some of the things it was doing, like it's the whole sight jacking thing, and I think it had like there's like little things that it did that were really intelligent. All right, we're gonna get a cutscene. We're gonna get a cutscene here as we reach for the key. The best, you think? I'd probably put Rule of Rose like a bit above Kuon.
Hey, wait! Damn it.
Well, I gave both Clock Tower 3 and Obscura 5. I'm not sure. I guess I'd put Clock Tower 3 above Obscura. So that was our first glimpse of another character, Laura, who seems like just like an annoying kid character, but there's some interesting qualities about her as well. You don't learn until later in the game. Not sure where to put Siren. Well, I put Siren... I gave Siren and Kuon both 7s. The only reason... I think that I was liking Kuon more than Rule of Rose up until the end. But I felt like the ending of the game... Having to play through it 3 times and then the ending being a bit anticlimactic. Like the final boss fight and stuff being anticlimactic. Maybe knocked its score down a little bit for me. But there were parts of Kuon that were extremely good and extremely effective. The gameplay of the game is really good. The atmosphere and experience of the game is like really tremendous. But I think that Rule of Rose has its own like really like its own atmosphere that is very unique and really well done. So I guess I put Rule of Rose above Kuon, and then Kuon. I think I put Kuon above Siren. Although Siren has the better soundtrack than Kuon, for sure. But Kuon is just much. It's still like the gameplay is just better suited for a horror game, I guess. It's more fun to play through. It's not such an ordeal. And it's the game that you would definitely recommend to people over Siren. So, yeah, so we got our first gun here from this shopping cart. And it's not an accident that this room just happens to have, like, bullet holes all over the wall. Well, I don't think there's anything really thematic with that. It's just, like, a funny little detail. There's no real story thing that goes along with that as far as I know. Yeah. So now enemies suddenly will appear here because you have the gun. But that's fine because we have a gun. See how the music changes as the enemy gets close? We want to shoot it and then quickly run up and stomp it before he gets up again. And was there a reload button in this game? X is to shoot. Was there a reload, or did I have to do that from the menu? I think you have to do it from the menu, unfortunately. Let me just double check. Would be cool if there was a I'll just reload during combat because it's fine anyway. Yeah, you have to play a certain way, even then crazy click cryptic. Yeah. There's an enemy over there. We don't want to fight him from over here because we can't stop him. We'll have to deal with him later. Which ending am I going to go for? I'm hoping to go for the leave ending. The leave ending is if you just know what to avoid doing, then it's not that hard to get. Most people will get the water ending because... Oh, you know what? What is my health at? Speaking of which, I need to heal. Because if you want to go for the leave ending, you want to keep your health high. So let's just max it out. Max out our health. That's one of the things you need. I might have... Well, it should be fine. But if you want to get the water ending, a good way to do that is just to run around with low health a lot. So basically, if you do things that the game interprets as not really caring about your life, it leads to the water ending. And like weirdly now the enemies from this area have disappeared now that we have the gun. So I don't remember exactly the route to go through here that's optimal, but it doesn't really matter. We'll just explore the rooms. I'm going to go in every room anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I don't exactly remember where like everything is. Alright, opening up this door will be our goal for this building right now. Even I, someone who does enjoy Siren over Silent Hill, sometimes put a C+ in all things considered. I think it's better than a C+ in all things. I mean, the graphics are really cool. The music is amazing. The soundtrack is amazing. It's almost as good as Silent. It's not as good as like this game, but it's still really good. Like it's really good soundtrack. The only problem with the game is just the design. A trash chute. Some kind of strange thing is stuck in the hole. So we need to get that out of there. But we need something heavy to drop down there first. Alright. I think we want to go this way up the middle hall. So let's explore the other two rooms first. There's not an alien ending. Oh well, there is in the. Oh, they added one. That's right. In the original release of this game, there was not a UFO ending, but because it was the joke ending was different. It was the dog ending. Was the original joke ending. But because the UFO ending was popular, they added it to the international release or the Xbox release. But apparently that's the version we're playing, so it might be in here. We can watch it on YouTube. I'm not going to get all the. I'm not going to play through the game 6 times to get all the endings. Although you don't need to play through it 6 times, but how you would need to play through it a few, at least. Oh yeah, we've already been in here. We can just watch all the endings on YouTube afterwards. But yeah, in my copy of the game, the original release of the game, there is no UFO ending. But they did put it in later releases, and Silent Hill 3 has a UFO ending. Silent Hill 4 has no joke ending, which some people don't like. Oh, there's actually 2 of them in here. Yeah, we got hit while we were trying to stomp the other guy. That's okay. Now I gotta reload. You can tell he fell on the ground because James lowers his gun. And you gotta run in for the stomp. Don't let them get back up, because they will. Because this is hard mode. If they were playing on easy mode, these guys would like all drop in like a couple hits, and the game would have like absolutely no challenge whatsoever, which is bad. You need some. The game is pretty well balanced on hard mode. You need to have some challenge. Like the enemies need to put up some kind of fight, or else it just. I think it takes away from some of the atmosphere and horror. Like you have to like feel a little bit afraid of these enemies. See how he's looking at something? That's how you know there's an item. And we got some bullets, which may or may not be enough to replace what we just spent getting to there. I don't know. We have 26 bullets right now. And I think there's nothing in here, but let me just take a look. Is that another bathroom? It's a little closet you can walk around in with like a weird camera angle. It kind of makes you feel like, what's this? But it's just a closet. Nothing special. I don't think there's any like interesting details with this room, really. A lot of these rooms are pretty similar. Dude, in like to talk shit about Homecoming some more. In Homecoming, there's like a hotel building kind of like this, but there's like way more rooms and they're like all identical. It's so stupid. Like this game, there's less like this apartment building. There's not really that many rooms, and half of them you can't go in anyway, which is a good idea. Because there's really no reason to have like that much playing area. Like, why do you need to like explore every room? You don't. Like, that's stupid. There's no reason to have that. You know, especially unless each one is going to be unique. Homecoming certainly did not do that. Did not make every room unique. Far from it. Yeah, that's right. Harry Mason appears in the first game. Because that's a really funny ending. And then the ending for Silent Hill 3, the joke ending for that one is like even kind of even better. Yeah. The people loved those UFO endings, so that's why people were pissed that Silent Hill 4 didn't have one. But I think the later Silent Hills all have joke endings. I'm not sure about Homecoming. It might not. Shattered Memories has... Ooh. What was that? Did Did you guys hear that? Some kind of noise north of here, which, by the way, is the way we need to go. There was some kind of noise. Did you guys hear that noise? Did you hear it? Sounded like a scream, but not exactly a human scream. You don't get the ray gun in Silent Hill 2? Oh, yeah. I couldn't remember if there was a ray gun in this. I don't remember what the bonus weapons are in this game, other than just like the hyper spray. That's the only one I remember. Downpour has like secret joke ending. Relatively meh. Yeah, Shattered Memories has a pretty good one that's just basically a sequel to Silent Hill 3's. And Silent Hill Origins, I have no clue about that game's endings. I don't remember. Origins might be the worst game story-wise because it retcons 1's story. Like, it tries to add to it, but it retcons it in a way that makes it shit. Like, at least Shattered Memories doesn't pretend to take place in the same universe. So it's like it's a remake of the first game, but it's like doing its own thing. And what it's doing is garbage, but at least it's not retconning the first game. Like, Origins actually actively retcons the first game and makes it more stupid, which is not a good thing. But they all have shit stories, so it doesn't matter. I mean, none of them have good stories. Some people are fans of Shattered Memories' story, but not me. It does. Shattered Memories has its fans. That's the one of the Western ones that has fans. I mean, I guess there's probably some people that I have talked to people that like Homecoming. I mean, probably all the games have fans, but we can't say that there's no fans of them. Oh, so anyway, look at this. So over here, if you turn off the flashlight, you can actually even see better. There's some kind of red figure over there. Look at that. So that is, well, you'll be finding out who that is very soon. But, of course, you guys all know who that is, even if you've never seen this game, because he's so iconic that everybody knows who that is. Everybody knows. Like, the most iconic character from Silent Hill. Silent Hill 4 was originally not supposed to be Silent Hill. Last minute adjustments. That is not true. That's not true. It's true that it supposedly it did start life. Supposedly it started life as a different game. Supposedly, but the team that was working on it was many of the Silent Hill team members. So it was Silent Hill team members working on it from the beginning. And probably, based on everything that I've read, early on, it was not a last minute thing. It was converted to be, or determined to be, a Silent Hill game early on. So it's probably like what's probably closer to the truth is it's more like Super Mario Brothers 2. It's definitely not the case that it was converted to be a Silent Hill game at the last minute. Like, it was known way earlier in development that it would be Silent Hill. You don't know what you found more offensive? Thought Shattered Memories offended you more? Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess it just depends on which one is less, like, more or less entertaining. But yeah, I think that, or just in terms of, I don't know which one is the better game, because Shattered Memories is such a garbage game, because the design of the game is just so terrible. It really, and the psych evaluation mechanics are so pretentious and stupid. Like, the game pretends like it acts as though it's psychologically profiling you, but in practice, all that really means is it just change random things. Like, somebody's house might be red or blue or green, and like certain characters just like dress more slutty or whatever. If you like looked at a poster of like a woman, like, it's really, really stupid. That whole mechanic, the psych profile mechanic. Everything about Shattered Memories' design is terrible. They're interesting ideas, but it's just really badly executed. It's the execution that's bad. Like, the story is probably least offensive thing about it. Whereas like Origin's story is just kind of, it ruins the original. Like you want to just pretend it doesn't exist. Like it is offensive. If you're a fan of the game, it's like offensive as you're playing through it. So maybe it's worse. It probably is worse. I don't know if the game is worse though. I haven't actually played it. Like it just looks like a straight up silent, like like it's probably the most derivative of the Western ones to original Silent Hill, which means it's probably the best gameplay wise. Although it has breakable weapons. Like all the weapons are breakable, which people don't like. And it has like a mirror universe mechanic, which is like way cheesier than the way the original Silent Hill games handle the other world. So it does like a lot of things wrong as well. I did beat Obscura, yes. Skittles. Yeah, the enemy design in Shadow Memories is terrible. There's like only one enemy. And they change based on your psych evaluation, but since that essentially may as well be random, it just, in practice, it means that the enemies like suddenly just start to have weird features, like they'll have big lips or like ghost eyes or something, and you barely even notice because you just those enemy running scenes are, you just run through them at top speed just randomly, and you don't look at anything. There's no exploration of them. It's terrible. Origins has the biggest levels per area. That's probably not a good thing. Hey, thanks, Skittles. Skittles, you gotta pay attention. We're playing a masterpiece game here. This is a game that you cannot possibly trash. I want you to watch, and I demand that you enjoy it, Skittles. Like Goop Monsters from RE7. I don't know about RE7, so I can't speak to that. All right, so this is that's the clue for this room's puzzle, right? So this clue is different based on the puzzle level. 3 needles stand 3 different heights: the fat, the tall, and the thin. From slow to fast, they move to the right. Scott rests not on 3, but on 15. So you have to be able to figure. So fat, tall, thin. It's referring to the hands of the clock, and they each have names. One of them is his name Scott. Oh, this is a cool scene right here. Good, Skittles. Watch. Just watch. So this is, everybody knows this who's like a fan of the games, but the model for this guy that's sitting in the chair, that's just like shot himself or whatever, is actually Harry's model, or not Harry, James. That's actually James, but you can't see it because the camera doesn't let you. But that could be meant to be symbolic, or they could have just done that. It's probably meant to be symbolic, honestly. So we got a key, and we can't actually do this clock puzzle yet because we don't have the clock key. We need to go back to room 202. So let's do that. Man, listen to how good this. Oh, did a new enemy appear here? It might have. Since we're playing on hard mode, new enemies will appear sometimes. On the easier difficulties, they will not ever respawn. And they don't really respawn in this game either exactly, but they will. Certain events will spawn new enemies. So we may as well just go ahead and like use all of our ammo with like abandon, because even if we run out of ammo, we always have our melee weapons to rely upon. Oh, it's a bug. The enemy design in this game is really good though. Alright, we might not have to kill these guys. I'm just gonna like ignore them for now. Let's see what's going here. Was originally Room 302 was originally intended to be a Silent Hill game. Yes, it was originally intended to be a Silent Hill game, but it was not supposed to be Silent Hill 4 as development began simultaneously with Silent Hill 3. Yeah, I think that I've heard that as well. Like, it probably... See, because Room 302 could have just... I think that it's a little bit fuzzy as to when exactly in development it was determined to be a Silent Hill game. But it's all I know. It was definitely not a last minute thing. I can say that for sure. Like that's for definitely like there's too many things about the game in development that were decided that are obviously very Silent Hill-ish. Or if it was intended to be a separate game, it was obviously intended to be a spin-off game with like a lot of similar mechanics and things, like a spin-off to Silent Hill. It's not like it was always meant to be Silent Hill-like. So this room has got some unique things about it. So we got these insect cages here. Oh, you can actually walk in the glass. Different sound effects. And you can see the moths flying around. Those moths are not just random. There's a definite thematic component to those moths. There's like, you can see that there's like some insect books there on the wall. The music here is so good. Notice how it gets really creepy as we approach here. Look, there's a hole in the wall. So it said before, but James and holes. There's definitely a big theme going on with James and holes. Silent Hill seems like the anti-Skittles series. I don't know. I think there's others that probably are more anti-Skittles. A great knife only run for this game, but oh, can you unlock it though? Because an ordinary run, you don't get it until like 2/3 of the way through the game. Can you unlock it for the beginning? I'm gonna remember that. Well, yeah, it's definitely connected to Silent Hill because like the whole plot of Silent Hill 4 is based off of like articles from this game, like certain characters that are like talked about but not actually seen. Oh, really? Forbidden Sign was in development at the same time? Yeah, let's just listen to this weird, creepy music some more. Anyway, oh yeah, there's a hole in the wall. I can't tell what's in there. Will I investigate? Guys, should I investigate this hole? I don't know. I mean, it seems pretty creepy. Would you guys investigate a hole like this? I guess we have no choice, do we? Let's investigate the hole. I'm sure nothing bad will happen, though. What was that? Skittles, what's in this hole? Yeah, Skittles has standards. I mean, to be fair, some of the games he's trashed has deserved it. Obscure, there's plenty of things in Obscure that are worth trashing. And there's even things in... I like Forbidden Siren, but there's things there to criticize as well. Is there a dude here? No. Okay, good. Alright, so we got the clock key. Time is at 12:30. I mean, it'll depend on how late Jennifer wants to stay up, but... Oh, that guy came back. Fucker. I think I'm gonna have to kill him. Maybe I can just run past him now. Let me see. Oh yeah, we made it. We'll just save some ammo there. Listen to the music here. I'm gonna read this again. Scott rests not on 3, but 15. So this puzzle is much more explanatory on easy mode. And on hard mode, it's probably bullshit. I don't remember exactly. I think most of the puzzles in this game can be figured out in theory on hard mode, but in practice, probably not. Oh yeah, here's the important component. So basically this tells us the names of the hands. Not only the names, but the positions. So, alright, so let's talk about this puzzle. Scott rests not on 3, but 15. So that's telling us that Scott is the second hand because there's 60 seconds, right? Because if it was the minute hand or the hour hand, it would be resting on 3. So Scott is seconds, but it also tells us if you look at the first letter, since Scott is seconds and it starts with S, it's pretty clear that Henry
starts with is hours, H for hours, and Mildred is M for minutes. So you can tell where. That's how you're supposed to know where these rests. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. Probably on hard mode, the clue like gives you no information because you could figure this clue out just from looking at this picture, I think. And that's probably all you get on hard mode. Except to reason that H, M, and S means, like Henry, Mildred, and Scott means hours, minutes, and seconds. So the time should be 9:10 with Scott on 15 seconds. 9:10. All right, there's the clock. I don't think we can push the clock yet. We gotta do this first. Oh, it actually makes you use the key out of your inventory for some reason. Shin Megami Tensei to Persona. No, I mean, I think that Silent Hill 4 honestly is a good Silent Hill game. Like, it does have some things that are different from the other games, like the way the inventory works and the room itself. But like shaking up the formula is just that's what Silent Hill needed. Like, it always needed like to try new things. Like 3 is a little bit too similar to 1 and 2, maybe. Although it's still really good. There it is. So if you put it on the correct spot, you can hear the click. You won't hear it if you just keep it moving now. But if you stop somewhere around there, you hear the click. And that's how you know that you got it. It's a good puzzle. On hard mode, it's probably still a pretty good puzzle. So now we can push this clock. Would you like to go more than 3? That's interesting. I don't know. I think 3 is extremely good in its own way, and Heather is like one of the best protagonists in like any game ever. And there's some things about it that are like cool. Like, it's cool how it's probably the hardest Silent Hill game. The challenge of the enemies kind of adds something to it. And it's probably the most intense. Like, the sound design is like really intense in that game. Like the area design, it's like it's got like there's so many areas in Silent Hill 3 with like all these like pulsating walls and like bloody gore and stuff. It's kind of the most in your face Silent Hill, but it's still like really classy with like the way the story is told. It's kind of samey in terms of like formula, sort of. But it still works. Like, it still works really well. Like, honestly, like the game is more than fine the way it is. And like I said, the main character in 3 is just like one of the most relatable characters of all time. Like, such a good character, and she's like so well rendered. Like, it's such a good character design. And the soundtrack is really amazing. The boss design is interesting. The enemy design is good too. It does sort of make up for one of Silent Hill 2 flaws, in that there's like a lot more variety in enemy design, which is really good. It's a really good thing. Did we skip a room? No. So he marks the clock there for the clock puzzle. And the story like continues from Silent Hill 1 in an interesting way. Voice acting is really good as well. If we go up here, we can just get some ammo. I don't think this door opens. Oh, it does. Oh, is this the roof? But I don't think we can do anything up here. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, this is... Oh, no, there's a 3rd floor to the building. I forgot. Do we want to do the 3rd floor or the 1st floor first? I feel like... I'm not sure. I think we could do them in either order.
Maybe we want to do the third floor next. Let me check how many bullets I have. Oh, okay, I have 32. I'm gaining bullets. No spoilers about Silent Hill 3. Yeah, try not to post, like, I mean, we're kind of alluding to spoilers. And we're saying some things that are spoiler-ish. But at least try not to, like, directly spoil important revelations of the other games. Oh, what is going on here? Who's that? There he is, Pyramid Head. So we saw him before as like the red figure, but this is like the first cutscene where we're seeing him. It's Pyramid Head. Pretty amazing, iconic design for a creature in a game. The underwear secret? Oh, he's coming over here. He's coming over here, guys. What do we do? He's gonna get us. Look at his weird hands. Quick! Fire a gun. Oh, look, there's a gun. Oh, there's a clip from my gun. Fire at him. Empty a clip at him. That ought to work. Okay. He got discouraged. For some reason. If you enter this room with no ammo, that's why they put the clip there, so that there's an explanation for why you can always shoot. Because otherwise the cutscene wouldn't make any sense. And he's looking at something in this room. And that's one of the infamous cutscenes from this game. He's like doing he's molesting the other monsters. The legs monsters. Or doing something weird to them when you come in. That's kind of disconcerting. Was there something in this room? He's looking at something. Oh, there's something in here, right? Yeah, there was something else. A key. We need to get that. So now we can go in the courtyard. Man, this game looks so good. Like, I love the way the apartment building looks. Oh, notice how that guy doesn't even see us. He walks right by. So if we turn our light off, it makes it harder for him to see us. That could be useful. But we need to kind of go that way anyway. You can't read your map if your light is off, though. We're going to need to kill this guy anyway. So we'll just turn the light back on. Because he's in the way. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, that's not desirable. I don't like when there's two right next to each other. Oh, there's something in here too. There's something in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not good when they're like right next to each other. Oh no, he's on the ground. Oh, he's gonna get back up. I don't like that. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Well, let's just hurry up and grab whatever the item is here and then leave. Oh, can I stomp him as he's on the ground? No, I cannot. If I shoot him once, I might be able to stomp him. There we go. There you go. Now we know he's dead. Kind of a weird photo there. You can sort of see. James does not comment on it. First aid kit. We want that. Oh, I can reload my gun now. You can reload your weapon from the menu, but there's no way to do it like outside of the menu. That's something that later games do have, which I always kind of wish that these early survival horror games would have. Like Resident Evil does not have that either. At least the original ones don't. There's like no reload button, but I wish there was. And these early Silent Hill games don't have that either. Like, I don't know. It's just cooler to do it outside of the menu because it just kind of feels more realistic. Or, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I've always really liked just watching the reload animation. I guess it's kind of weird, but I've always like really enjoyed that. Ah, dang it. I gotta kill these guys first, I guess. Oh, good. I stomped him. And I was able to get away from this guy. Okay. Takes care of that one. Fire escape key. We need that. The big upside's to 2, so divorced. Well, kinda. I mean, I think it's intentionally divorced from Silent Hill. Ooh, where's that coming from behind these bars? Look at the lighting in the bars, too. Like how you can see the shadow of the bars. It's pretty neat. Oh, he's right there. Didn't expect him. Some pretty good ambient music right there. It's like this game, it is pretty divorced from 2, like probably intentionally. But like when this game came out, people didn't know that it was divorced from 2. So I think that one of the interesting things about this game, which is something that's kind of lost to time in a way, because people don't really have perspective on this game anymore. Because we live in a world where like there's been many Silent Hill games and many of them just like copy Silent Hill 2. We're so used to games and maybe even movies to an extent, like so many like products copying Silent Hill 2, right? Like Silent Hill 2 and the way its story is, and its like themes and the way it like uses its characters is so copied by so many like different games that you forget that when this game came out, like people didn't know it was going to be different from Silent Hill 1. Like the way the game starts out is you are looking for your wife, Mary, which is similar to the way Silent Hill 1 starts out, where you're looking for your daughter. Like in the first game, you're looking for your daughter. In this game, you're looking for your wife. So it seems like it's going to go down a very similar path to the first game. You know? And in some ways, it kind of does, in some ways. Go down a similar path. Kinda. In 2001. What did I put? Oh, yeah. I put 2001 in my thing. I mean, like, it does... This game probably is meant to be seen as like taking place in the same universe, and it kind of changes your perspective on what Silent Hill as a town is after the first game, because like, well, I guess we shouldn't say too much about I mean, I've streamed Silent Hill 1 before, so we could talk about spoilers for that game. Like if you don't want to be spoiled in Silent Hill 1, just like you should just close your ears right now. But I've streamed it before, and like a lot of us here have watched that, so it's fine. But yeah, Silent Hill 1, the stuff that's going on in Silent Hill 1 have a lot to do with like Alessa, like the character of Alessa, who is your daughter. Like she's like the other version of your daughter, basically. And the town, like the stuff that's going on with the town itself, like the other world and what that is meant to thematically go along with. It's meant to all be from Alessa's mind, because I think the way it was explained in like one of the guidebooks is it's like a dream almost, like going from a dream to nightmare. What was it? What was it? Like it's like the different permutations of like that a dream goes through. Like so, like the light version of Silent Hill 1 is the dream version, and the dark version is the nightmare version. But it's all, in a way, it's kind of all taking place, not literally, but kind of in a way inside the dream of Alessa, who is like, the real Alessa is like, you know, this like burned thing, who's like being kept alive through like dark magic. But then there's like the spirit Alessa that can like run around in the dream world, and then she sucks, like you're sort of sucked into that. But so going into this game, you know, you might be wondering like why, if this game has nothing to do with Alessa or the cult, which you don't know, like for all you know it does have something to do with that. But like what's causing this? What's causing, like this game has its own kind of dream world, or it has its own like normal world, like fog world, and it has like a darker other world. And like what is that? What's causing that? It's different in this game. Like it looks different. The enemies like are different. Like, and the way that the other world looks is different. In like after Silent Hill 4, in like Origins and Homecoming, there was this look for Silent Hill that sort of like became cliche, like this, like everything is rusty and like all the paint peels off of things, and like it's just like a rusty, rundown kind of like torture world, which is like based very heavily on the way that Silent Hill 1 looks. But then that look, sort of that look that Silent Hill the movies take on it became like, that became the cliche that all the future Silent Hill games just kind of like used. You know what I mean? But in these Silent Hill, the original ones, like there's not really two that are the same for the most part. Even Silent Hill 3, which is meant to be a direct sequel to 1, kind of has its own theme for the other world, which is like different from it's sort of similar, but it's different from Silent Hill 1. And then Silent Hill 4 has something completely different going on. It kind of doesn't even exactly have other worlds. It kind of has something different. Like every Silent Hill game up through 4 is different. Like they all have something different going on. And then past that, you enter the realm of like cliches. You know? Can you like look at this object? This guy can actually get something. We have to go in this pool. Or an item down here. We have to go down with all the monsters. Look, there's a baby bugger in here. A rubber baby bump. What was it again? Rubber baby bumper? Rubber baby bumper? We don't really need to mess with this, guys. We mess up that. It's a cool area. Should be nothing over there. Let's look at our map real quick. We should have explored a lot of this building now. Whoops. We've explored all of floor 2, basically. We explored all of floor 3. And all that is left is... Well, all that would be left is this floor. However, we still haven't done the thing with the item that's in the trash chute, so we probably should go back and do that. Actually, I guess we can do that. We don't have to do that right now. We can do that soon. What, did we get the coin? Yeah, we got a coin from there. That has no apparent use right now, but it will be relevant to the puzzle soon. Oh boy. Oh! Oh! There's enemies in here, of course. I remember the first time I played this game when I was a kid. Well, I guess I wasn't a kid then. I would have been like in my 20s probably. But I was so... And I played it kind of like the way I played Obscured just now. And I was like super obsessive about like repeating areas until like because I didn't know how difficult the game would be. I didn't know that it would ultimately be pretty easy. Oh shit, I don't want to die here. Health. I might want to check my health. Might be worth using a med kit there. Well, sure. Optional color for the game. Well, yeah, it's just that it does. I mean, once we can get into the spoilers for this game, it definitely expands on the lore of what Silent Hill is without really invalidating the first game. It kind of just puts the first game in like a different context, basically. But I just think it's interesting because people going into this game, it starts so much like the first game, kind of. In fact, I think that they intentionally play. They sort of intentionally play with your expectations by making it seem like it's going to go down a similar path to the first game and then going down a completely different path. So they did a really good job of that. The best rank? Well, that's already too late for that. I'd like saved like 4 times. The gun sounds are good too. Welcome to Silent Hill, a quiet little lakeside resort town. We're happy to have you. Take some time out of your busy schedules and enjoy a nice restful vacation. Row after row of quaint old houses, a gorgeous mountain landscape, and a lake which shows different sides of its beauty with the passing of the day, from sunrise to late afternoons to sunset. Silent Hill will move you and fill you with a feeling of deep peace. I hope your time here will be pleasant. Your memories will last forever. Roger Widmark. That doesn't really have any like particular story relevance. It's just like a funny, ironic thing. Okay, I'll use the melee weapon on this guy now that he's on the ground. Oh, you could damage you by like running into you. Where is he? Here, fucker. Okay, he's dead. The board's not a very good weapon. But it's good to save ammo when you can. Alright, I believe that's all you can get in here. Probably wasn't even worth going in there, but you know, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, that door was locked from that side, so we can unlock that now and go back this way. It's like a little shortcut, but it's not really important. And you can go back up. There's no reason to go back up here. Oh look. See what this is in the wall? To hell. Oh dude, there's a dude right in front of me. Oh shit. I didn't get to show off the to hell sign. Interesting graffiti on the walls there. Oh, there's so many enemies. This is fun passing. Check my health. It's probably okay. There's so many enemies. We didn't check this door. Can we go in here? Probably not. Oh, there's so many. I mean, we could fight all of them, but it would kind of be a waste of ammo. There should be nothing here. This door can never be opened. And if we go over here... I think it's funny that there's that graffiti that says "to hell" by that one door, but it really doesn't go anywhere. Alright, listen to this. Do you guys hear this? Somebody is making some unpleasant sounds in here. Oh, look at James's idle animation. He's like, ah, oh, jeez. Appropriate. But first, we need to go over here and take a look at this. You see this? There's like a dead guy in the freezer. Who could have done this? Indeed. That is not just there randomly. There's a reason why that's there. Oh, there's an item too. Gotta get the items. Need those items. Alright, now let's see who's making those noises. Hello.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
Do what?
I didn't do anything. I swear. He was like this when I got here.
Talking about the guy in the fridge.
My name's James. James Sunderland.
Eddie.
Eddie. Who's that dead guy in the kitchen?
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't kill anybody.
You're not friends with that red pyramid thing.
Red pyramid thing.
Red pyramid thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
He doesn't know.
Honest. But I did see some weird looking monsters. They scared the hell out of me, so I ran in here.
Well, I guess this place isn't too safe either.
No, it's not.
What happened here anyway?
I told you, I don't know. I'm not even from this town. I just...
He's also not from this town, and neither is Angela.
You too, huh? Something just brought you here, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, whatever it is, I think you better get out of here soon.
Yeah, you're right. What about you?
I'll leave as soon as I'm done here. Eddie, be careful.
James, you be careful too.
Damn, how are these games so good? So we just met our third character there. Second NPC. Let me get past these dudes. So we have... Do we have the key?
Yeah, the fire escape key. That's what we need. And we have the juice box as well. Let's go. Before we go across the fire escape, let's go do something with the juice box. Living in the fridge. I remember that song. We're living in the fridge. Poor Eddie. Or maybe not so poor Eddie. Alright, so let's go do something with this juice box. What would you do with the juice box? Right? What is that for? I mean, I don't think that James is thirsty. It's for getting this trash out of here. That's what it's for. Excuse me. Do you mind? I wonder if that hit me. By the way, you can tell our health by like how fast the picture is blinking in the top left. If it's not blinking at all and it's like kind of bright, then that means we're at full health. But it looks like we're probably at like 70 or 80% health at the moment. So now that we drop the juice box down there, we can go back to this garbage dump here and we can get something. I bet it's going to be something really good. An old man coin. Just what I wanted. But I think there's something else. Oh, this. This is important. The police announced today that Walter Sullivan, who was arrested on the 18th of this month for the brutal murder of Billy Locane and his sister Miriam, committed suicide in his jail cell early in the morning of the 22nd. According to the police statement, Sullivan used a soup spoon to stab himself in the neck, severing his carotid artery. By the time the guard discovered him, Sullivan was dead from blood loss, the spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. That's not very nice, is it? An old schoolmate of Walter Sullivan's from his hometown of Pleasant River said, "He didn't look like the type of guy who would kill kids. But I do remember that just before they arrested him, he was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff like, 'He's trying to kill me. He's trying to punish me. The monster. The Red Devil. Forgive me. I did it, but it wasn't me.'" The schoolmate then added, "I guess now that I think about it, he was kind of crazy." So that story there, little minor spoiler, heavily relates to Silent Hill 4. Although there's probably a bit of retconning there because in this game, it seems like it's meant to sort of be an allusion to what Pyramid Head is, since he's clearly referencing Pyramid Head. But Silent Hill 4 doesn't have anything to do with Pyramid Head, and Walter Sullivan is not the innocent he's portrayed as in that article. So there's some retconning going on there, but that's okay. It was a good idea to take that article and like make a game out of it, kind of. That's kind of what they did. Or just take like lore elements from these games that seem to like have nothing to do with it and kind of revamp it or expand on it. It's a pretty good idea. So now we're done in this building. It's time to go to the other building. The other apartment building. Crazy man using a soup spoon. That is pretty crazy. Right, I'm just going to run past this idiot. You missed me. Alright, here we go. Let's go to the fire escape. I'm sure it will lead to a normal fire escape. With nothing weird. Wait a second. There's no fire escape and the building is like 1 foot away from this building. That doesn't seem normal. There is no fire escape outside the door. Maybe they knocked it down when they built the building next door? Yeah. That is not... By the way, that is not good fire safety. This building is probably not up to code.
Think I can get into the building next door if I go through the window in front of me. Let's go for it. Careful. Watch your step. Whoa. It's pretty cool. The music gets more intense in this building. I love the music in this room here. Listen to that music. Listen to it. Okay, here we go. Another scene where James has to reach into someplace gross. Are you ready? I think it looks like there's something stuck in the toilet. Will you take it out? Of course. Do you always answer yes to that question, right? A wallet. Great. Some kind of memo. Oh, we're going to need that, it turns out. 7 right, 12 left, 1 right, 10. I wonder what that's for. The camera angles are so cool. Oh, this is what it's for. A safe. Alright, what was it again? 7 right. It should say in here somewhere. Memo. Wallet and toilet bowl. 7 right, 12 left. 1 right, 10. 7 right, 12 left, 1 right, 10. 7 right, 12 left, 1 right, 10. 7, 12, 1, 10. 7, 12, 1, 10. Look at it! Starts at 7. Right. 12. Left. 1. Right. 10. Oh, that was wrong. Did I get my left and right mixed up? Oh, does right mean pressing right on the D-pad? 7 right, 12 left. Oh, I fucked it up. Went too far. 7 right, 12 left, 1 right. There we go. This is actually optional, but you get like a ton of bullets, so you definitely want to do it. You definitely want to do it. Man, the atmospheric music in this game is like just some of the best. It's so much better than like the generic music in like, you know, just some random horror game. Like if you play like some random modern horror game, like, you know, like Amnesia or Dead Space or one of those games, it'll just be like some generic music, like generic kind. It won't have any character, you know. Even like most horror movies won't have music this good. Not even forget like modern, even like of any time. Horror movies of any time will not have music this good. Alright, so these legs we can fight with the board if we want to save ammo, because they don't have the acid attack, so if you just time your attacks properly, you will not get hit. Oh shit. Oh, but there was an acid spitter here too. I'll fight him. Oh no, okay, maybe I do need the gun actually. I might need the gun. Good.
Notice how I'm not at all concerned with taking damage in this game. Like, look how much health we have. Like, 3 of these, 9 of these. How much ammo? We have our ammo keeps going up as well, even though we're, like, shooting every single enemy we come across. Well, we're not. Actually, we're running past some of them. But we could have shot every single enemy and still be fine. That's because this game is not really that hard. It's the easiest of all the Silent Hill games, which is probably one of the few downsides it has. But if you play it on hard mode, it's fine. Like the balance is good enough. That's why you have to play it on hard. If you play it on even on normal mode, it's way too easy. It's like a big mistake. Like it's the difficulty is fine, but you must play it on hard mode. You must. Because the game is way too easy otherwise. So, really, don't just think that I'm saying that because like I like hard games. Like, just trust me. The game really is even on hard mode. It's like honestly pretty easy. I mean, you just can shoot most of the enemies you come across, and then if there's some that you don't think you have to kill, just run past them. You know, it's not hard, and you get tons of health items. Although I know where they all are, so that gives me an advantage. I mean, you may. It's easy to miss some if you like aren't familiar with the game, of course. But still, we still have like tons of them. Oh, you hear that? That means there's an enemy down there. Dear Tim, I have to run an errand, so I'm going out. I left the house key with Uncle David. You know where he lives, don't you? The key is in the room near the first floor staircase. I'll be back as soon as I can, so please watch the place while I'm gone. So we'll be back to that. So like I think like right about here is where you really start to notice the difference in the Silent Hill games. Like with the static, because the first game was entirely based around that static mechanic, and the static was like a consistent sound. This game, there's less of an emphasis on the static. Now they actually have like musical changes around enemies for some areas, which is cool, but I kind of miss the purity of that static mechanic in Silent Hill 1. But so these enemies here are the legs enemies, which are like mannequins, but they're like legs on the bottom with legs on the top attached as a torso. Pretty cool enemy design. Their thing is that they'll just be frozen there until you get close, and then they'll suddenly activate. That's their gimmick. They're not really that hard to deal with, though. Despite their kind of creepy look. Because they're pretty easy to just like bash and melee combat and probably not take damage. Oh yeah, this game, just like Forbidden Siren, the game has the combat kind of works the same as Forbidden Siren because you have 2 attacks. You have your... If you just tap the button... Oh, I guess I'm not doing it. You should have rapid attacks. But yet I'm only ever doing the... Huh. Okay. Well, I was about to say that there's like 2 different attacks based on how hard you press the button. Actually, I wonder if it's because I'm using the Wii U controller. The Wii U, the buttons on the Wii U might not be context sensitive like the PS2 controller is, but it's supposed to be that if you press the button lightly, if you tap it lightly, you get like a multiple attack, and if you hold it down, you get a strong attack. That worked in Forbidden Siren with this controller, but it doesn't work here. It might be because I'm using the Wii U controller. But it's fine anyway because you, if you just mostly use the strong attack, that's better anyway. get the ray gun in Silent Hill 1 immediately if you plug in the Justifier light gun. Oh yeah. I remember reading about that. That's true. The Justifier light gun. There was like a PS1 light gun, right? Dude, did I miss the map for this area? I think I might have missed the map. Can't go that way yet. Because that leads to the boss. What was that sound just now? Yeah, I think the first time you check this door, there's like a weird sound that happens. Which we heard there. Forgotten. 16 minutes has something to Justifier as well. I never had one. But, like, that would have been for games like, what was it? Like, Time Crisis? Like, you get the PS1 version of Time Crisis? I remember that TMR played that for the RGG, Time Crisis. And it's, like, supposed to be, like, way harder if you try to play with the controller than the gun. Right? If you try to go up, there's like no third floor. Lethal Enforcers. So that's a funny little Easter egg about this game. Isn't the map... Dude, the map should be around here somewhere. It's like easy to miss the map for this area. Where is it? Where's the map? I want the map. Maybe it's on the first floor. The gun con? Oh, what's the gun? The gun con is a different gun? PS1? Multiple guns. You stupid bug. I'm gonna get this bug. Hello? Oh, I mistimed. Mistimed my strike. Bug's gonna get me from behind. You know, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, he took some damage. It's okay. I'm just gonna shoot it. It's easier. Or maybe I'll just ignore it. Is this the map? No. You know what's also cool about this game is that, like, I mean, the music is so good, but, like, every area has, like, its own unique atmospheric music. It doesn't just, like, I don't know, I feel like modern horror games just reuse the same music for, like, every area because it doesn't matter because it all sounds the same. But, like, every area and, like, every enemy has its own specific music. It's all so good. So here's the puzzle. That's based on the coins. We need one more coin before we can do this puzzle. There's like 3 coins. You have to put them in specific slots. I don't remember exactly where the last coin is. Probably not. Probably can't get it yet. We can get it soon though. Look at the camera angles. There's a save. It's always good to save. So we'll come back to that when we have the final coin. Anything in here? No? Yeah. Oh, it didn't kill him? Die, you stupid bug. Die. That'll teach him. We definitely want that. Look at these.
Killed him, nearly killed him.
Good, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Notice how you can see like a reflection on the look at the reflection in the water. You can see the exit side in as well. It's pretty good for a PS2. Nothing in here. Oh, there's something. He's looking at something. More bullets. It's a good thing. We can go in here. Oh, this is... Right, this is a cutscene, I think. A weird artifact from the emulator. It doesn't do that in the PS2.
Oh, it's you.
At least the game is mostly running
James.
perfectly, for the most part.
Angela.
Angela, okay. I don't know what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Angela again. She looks a lot more depressed now.
Really? But you're the same as me. It's easier just to run. Besides, is what we deserve.
Well, why would she say
No.
that?
I'm not like you.
Are you afraid? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Did you find your mother?
Not yet.
The music is so good.
She's not anywhere.
Did she live in this apartment building?
I don't know.
So, all you know is she lived in this town.
What did you say? How do you know that?
Well, I just figured, 'cause this is where you're looking for her. How else would I know?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Am I right?
I'm so tired.
So, why did you come to this town anyway?
She seems
I'm
confused.
sorry. Did you find the person you're looking for?
Not yet. Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, she's dead. I don't know why I think she's here.
She's dead?
Don't worry. I'm not crazy. At least, I don't think so.
Dead people don't write
I've
letters.
got to find my mama.
Should I go with you? This town's dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
I'll be okay by myself. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Will you hold it for me?
Sure. No problem.
Oh, there's the
If
coin.
I kept it. I'm not sure what I might do.
She's crazy.
I'm sorry. I'd be bad. Please don't.
She's crazy. Well, I guess you better take that knife, which is not a weapon, by the way. You cannot equip that as a weapon. You just hold it. Just hold on to it. Find my... Yes. There's the coin. Yeah, the coin we needed. And we can take a nice look at this mirror if we want. Look at that. course, the way that like games in these days would like do mirrors is just by like rendering another room with like another version of you behind there. Silent Hill 3 has one of the like the coolest events, like game events based around a mirror of like any horror game. Like one of the, it's probably like my single most favorite thing that happens in a horror game. Silent Hill 3. It's like such a cool thing that happens, which I won't say, but it's amazing. Hey, Glackham. That's right. That's the point. The point is to be spooky. Hey, how's it going? How are you doing? I'm only playing like one of the best games ever made right now. Maybe even better than Rayman 1. Play this finally? No? Not better than Rayman 1? To me, but they're both amazing. They're both amazing games. You don't like spooky? I like it. Well, let me just beat up this weird leg creature I'm not finished talking to you. Okay. Where were we? I beat it up. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. I'm sure we'll all live. Probably. Alright. You still have a reasonable... I've been using a lot of health, actually. I should probably try to be a bit more careful. But we still have a reasonable amount of health. Dude, where's that fucking map, though? I must have been at the beginning of the area and I like walked past it or something. Try to remember where I have not been. Like, I went in here, right? Oh, is this the coin room? Is the coin room? No, it is not. I mean, I want to go back to the coin room now. That should be... Maybe that's over here? Oh, there's another enemy there. Have I not been in that room there? Yeah, I mean, the game is pretty easy. It's on the easy side. But you still have to play a bit carefully and not be too reckless, because you can lose health pretty fast if you are too cavalier, which I am sometimes, because I take the game too lightly. Oh, dude. I don't remember which one is the coin room. Where was that damn map? Let me go look back on the second floor again. Coming back to the apartments after not playing in a week had you hyperventilating. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty intense when you like, oh, there it is on the floor. See, it fell down to the floor. Ah, there it was. There we go. There we go. It should be pre-marked, I think. Is it pre-marked? With all the play? Yeah. Which is, you know, not logical, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine with that. Which was the coin room? Must have been back on the first floor. Yeah, dude, this game is, I think it's, like, extremely intense and scary if you, like, go into it blind, not knowing what you're doing. I loved playing through it the first time. And many times after that. Isn't that door at the end of the hallway the one that kicks back sometimes? Kicks back? I don't know about... I'm not sure. This is the coin room. We have to solve a puzzle right now. It's puzzle time. We're about ready to face the first boss of the game. There's also like another cool, like sort of interesting little subtle event that happens pretty soon, which I'll see if we can like recognize. But first we gotta do this puzzle. I know this game extremely well, Glackham. This is like one of my all-time favorite games. I've played through it more... It's got to be more than a dozen times. Alright, let me see if we can remember how this puzzle works on normal mode. So we have 3 coins and 5 holes. The coins are a snake, a lady, and an old man. 3 bright coins and 5 holes B. At one end sits the seducer of she. So that's the snake. The snake is either at the far... It's at one of the far ends. The wind from behind the woman doth play. So, the wind, I believe, is referring to an empty space.
So it's saying that the woman is next to an empty space, I think. The formless one, null, lies furthest from thee. That's again talking about an empty space. So basically, the space furthest from the snake is another empty space, and the woman is somewhere in the middle, and next to her is an empty space. The hold one beside the serpent sits not. So the old one would either have to be I don't know. The only problem is I don't know which side the serpent is on. But the old one is not next to the serpent. And the old one couldn't be next to the lady because then the lady wouldn't be next to his... Or, well, no, that's not necessarily true. Well, no, I think that the wind and the wind and the formless one are two different things. So the old one is probably next to the empty space on the right, and the woman is probably... She's either next... I bet she's probably next to the serpent. Well, I don't know. 'Tis to the prisoner's left that he doth rot. Okay. So that gives us an idea about direction. The prisoner is the lady, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, that's a little tough to figure out. The hardest thing about that would be not knowing that the wind and the formless one refers to two empty spaces. But once you know that, it's a pretty simple logical puzzle. Yeah, the lady is the prisoner. So let's read that again. To the prisoner's left that he is. He's to the left. So that means that the snake has to be in the far right. The far left is an empty space. And the old man has to be one space to the right of that. Because he can't be in the middle. And he can't be in the middle because the lady is next to the other empty space. So then the only ones we wouldn't be sure about are which position the lady's in, but she's probably next to the snake. Because I think she's next to the snake because let me read it again one more time. Because the snake is the seducer of she, and I think that probably means that the snake is right next to the woman. Okay, this is normal puzzle level, yes, but when is hard puzzle level? The hard puzzle level for this one in particular, I remember that the hard puzzle level for this is just ridiculous. It's just silly. Like it's really, really hard to parse what the fuck what kind of meaning you're getting from it. It's really... I've read explanations for it, but you would never figure it out. I don't think. So anyway, but the even the normal puzzle mode is a little bit tricky because you have to figure out that formless one and wind means empty spaces, but it's doable. You could figure it out with at least with some trial and error. So the snake's on the right, and the seducer of she, the prisoner, is probably one space to the left of him. She could also be in the middle. Not sure, but I think she's there. And then the old man pretty much has to be in between those two empty spaces. So this probably is right. If it's not, then sorry. That was not right. So maybe the prisoner is in the middle then? And if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to reread that shit and figure out what I fucked up. But this should work. Yeah, okay. She was in the middle. Yeah, you would think that she'd be next to the snake, since the snake is the seducer of she, but I guess not. All right, we got the Lynn house key. So that's the key to the door that had the note on it. I guess we'll save again. Why not? So we're almost done with this building, and when we're done with this, that'll be the 1/4 mark of the game. We'll be 1/4 of the way through. The Lynn house is on the 2nd floor. Oh yeah, so there's something kind of interesting in that apartment. I don't remember. There might be a couple interesting things in there. Yeah, I wouldn't play this. I don't recommend playing this game on hard puzzle level because it's too silly. The proper way to play this game is hard action level, normal puzzle level. You have to play hard action level because it's the easiest Silent Hill game, and even on hard mode, it's still just like a tad too easy. If you think that you might be having trouble with this game or you're worried or whatever, you never will. Never will what? There's a very easy strategy for like dealing with these enemies. Just always use the gun on the acid spitters, and on these legs enemies, always use the board. And that will, although I fucked up and got hit. If you time it right, you should not get hit by these guys with the emitter. And the only difficulty really is when there's multiple enemies side by side, which can happen on hard mode. That's when you're going to likely take damage. But you get plenty of health, and you're probably not going to die from things like that if you're careful. Dude, I let them go. I played that. You expect Silent Hill greatness? I never speedrun this game. I'm not speedrunning it now. I'm just more like trying to show everything in the game off. At least in terms of knowledge, I guess you could say I have Silent Hill greatness. I know everything about this game. Does hard mode let you knock them down twice before you kick them? You might be able to kick them the first time if you're quick enough, I think. But yeah, on the normal mode, you could probably easily like kick them after they're knocked down the first time. I guess I should use another health thing. Don't say that you never will. Maybe one day you will, because it's one of the best games ever made. You owe it to yourself. You can do it. You can do it, Glackham. You can play through this game. I believe in you. I believe you have the power to play through this game. Don't be scared. Did you hear it? Okay, that happened earlier than I thought that happened in the other room. So right there was the whisper sound effects. But I wasn't ready for it to play. Probably could find a YouTube video of that. There's just like a weird whisper sound effect that plays in that room, and that's the only time you ever hear it in the game. And you can't really make out what it's saying, but let me see if I can find it on YouTube. You know, one of the cool things about this game is how many weird little details there are. Just like creepy little details that are disconcerting, like that whisper. Whisper in room 209 solved. I doubt it.
In horror games, I usually find the little things to be the creepiest. But what I appreciate is a flashlight that interpret all hill to meet people. Things like many of the dead bodies appearing to look like James, and even Pyramid Head himself, a faceless monster, in room 209. What? Needless to say, it's very hard to make out, and it's been the subject of a whole lot of trying to tell. Thank you so much for watching this episode.
Does he like
of
slow
Deep
it down
Cuts.
or like
As always,
reverse it
let
or
me know what you
something?
thought. What we tell sounds on the page, the whispers from room 209, ranging back from 2001, the year the game was released, all the way up to 2019, the year I'm recording this video. And after
I've been to that forum.
I don't know, man. That now in 2000.
What?
Instead of. It's actually a pretty solid example of pareidolia, except instead of seeing faces that aren't actually there, it's auditory pareidolia, hearing something that's not actually there. Dead wife, car, it's hearing what we want to hear because it fits the narrative.
What? How is this solving it? Oh, anyway, we heard the whisper multiple times. Okay. It's a weird video. Although it was funny that, like, I saw that forum, the Silent Hill forum they used to go to so often. But anyway. Does hard mode make you not... Oh, implying you'll ever scare yourself again? You gotta be scared, Glackham. It's Halloween, it's October. You gotta scare yourself. You will overcome that fear. You will overcome that fear, Glackham. You got to overcome your fear. You can do it. You can overcome the fear. You can get stronger. The apartment stairway key, that is the key to the boss. And we can save here. This will be our last save before the boss. You could definitely die to this boss on hard mode pretty easily. But, because he can one-hit kill you. But, if I remember correctly, I think if you have no ammo left, then he'll just die. He'll like, just automatically leave after a certain amount of time. So it's like, it's built so that you can't, like, soft lock yourself if you run out of ammo. But we have ammo, so we have to use it. We're done here, basically. We're done with this area. Spooky Ray Mansion 2 will come out on Halloween. Spooky Ray Mansion 2? What's that? What's going on here? Oh, he probably does on normal as well. You might be able to survive it on normal. If you're at full health. But it's pretty easy to avoid because he's so slow. Although he does have that little jab that is harder to avoid. But the big attack... You know you're hitting because you can hear the clinking sound. Oh, I like crazy. Pretty simple fight. It's basically run back and forth between the two corners. Oh! He keeps using the fast attack, which he usually doesn't use. He usually just uses the slow attack. Just easily, the one-hit kill attack, which is easily avoidable. Now he just wants to use the fast attack. There's the slow attack. Oh, jeez. Oh, there you go. There you go. Alright. So when he decides to leave, then the fight is over. It's a fan game. Spooky Ray Mansion. One of those, huh?
doesn't take much to make you scream. You know why that is? Because you haven't played Silent. You need to lock yourself in a room with this game at midnight, with nobody around, with the lights turned off, and just play this for like, you know, play through the whole game, and do that with every Silent Hill game. And then, you know, force yourself to watch lots of horror movies, and then pretty soon you'll become jaded like me. Nothing will scare you. That's all it takes. That's what I did. You ran out the clock, thinking the bullets wouldn't work. Yeah, you might just be able to like run out the clock on this guy. Even if you do have bullets, I think that doesn't work. You just run out the clock. He'll become... Yeah, someday Skittles is going to become jaded too. Skittles, you can do it. I believe in you. Skittles, what do you think about this? What did you think about that pyramid head, huh? He sure is something. You play this... Good. You have to play this with the lights off, alone, after midnight. Like I'm doing. It's the only right way to play it. Saving too many bullets in these games. Oh yeah, we all do. I mean, I just did that with Obscure. I ended up like stockpiling too many weapons, but that's only because I didn't know how harsh the game was going to be. I read that it was like really hard, so I was trying to play it safe. Although that's why I was being very save. I was being very save happy though, because I figured that the game was going to give you plenty of saves. Cutscene.
You! It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
Precocious
What's a little
brat.
girl like you doing here anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or something?
What's that letter?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Wait! How do you know Mary's name?
She knows Mary somehow. Isn't it weird that these monsters have been like chasing me, Angela, and the other dude, Eddie, around, but yet this little girl is just running around like it's no big deal? It's pretty weird, isn't it? How about that? Let's see. There's like an offshoot area here. There's like some stairs that definitely has some items. Yeah. Bullets. Take those. Yeah. It is a step up from other Fliptober games, but it's not because those games are bad. It's because this game's amazing. I've liked most of the games you played. I haven't really hated any of the games you played. Some of them, certain ones were mediocre, but none of them are really bad, in my opinion. Yeah, I think there's nothing here. No more items or anything. Oh, yeah. I also noticed how when you're using the L command to look, his head moves where you look too. That's kind of cool. Foggy Town. A certain raw hate for Clock Tower 3. I mean, there's things about the game that were... Oh, what is this? This is a dead end, right? There's no items here. Or is there? No, it's nothing. There's... I don't know. I mean, there's things that I liked about Clock Tower 3. But I guess it was the weakest in the series. Well, no. I mean, you still have... I think you still have to say that Clock Tower... The struggle within
has got to be the weakest, though. Although it was kind of close for me. Clock Tower: The Struggle Within has such an amazing soundtrack. But aside from that, it's... Wait, where do you go here? Did I go the wrong way? It's dead ends. I'm trying to get over here to Rosewater Park. I don't go this way, though. Oh. I didn't expect to suddenly get confused. Usually, like, I know exactly where I am in this game at all times. Huh. Did you have to go up the stairs to get to, like, the top of the bridge or something? That's weird. Where were those stairs again? Oh. Oh, no, this is the way to the... Okay, I recognize this. Never mind. I usually don't get lost. This is the way we want to go. The park. Rule of Rose... I know, Rule of Rose was cool. We all agree Clock Tower 3 is crap. I mean... Oh, you like Kuan. I was... weak, but I don't think it was crap. Obscure, you didn't see enough to judge. Obscure is, Did I say... What did I say? Did I say that I like Clock Tower 3 more than Obscure? I think I said that. I think I like Clock Tower 3 a bit better. Maybe. Just because it has, like, a much better soundtrack. They both kind of have problems. Slippery when wet or frosty. Siren is the only one we disagree on. Well, I probably still like Clock Tower 3 more than you, but I mean, I don't love it. I far from love it. So it's close enough, right? But yeah, I did really like Siren. I mean, even though I definitely agree that the game is tedious and it's like way too long, and it's too obtuse with certain things and it's like padded, but yet there's so many things about the game that are like so cool that I think it's worth suffering through. It's my opinion. Like, I gave it a 7, but like the quality of the game is so high that if some of those problems had been fixed, Siren could have been as high as like a 9, probably. Because that's how good some of the elements of Siren were. But you know, it just has things that hold it back. I still think that it's really worth. I think it's good enough to be worth playing. There's the other health drink. I knew there was another one. And this statue will be important later. Patrick Chester, son of Edward, he fought and died for the people, for liberty and all of our tomorrows. His memory lives on. That'll be important later. Should be like another statue here somewhere. It's kind of scary. Clock Tower 2. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it has good enough atmosphere, and you know, there's things about it that are. I don't know. I don't think it's really that scary though. On the verge of brilliance. Yeah, I agree. It is on the. That's. I would agree with saying it that way. It's on the verge of brilliance. I mean, it could have been brilliant. I just think that they messed up the execution of some of their ideas. But it's still good enough. I mean, it's still really good. Is this the right way, or am I going backwards? I'm going backwards. Am I going backwards? It's a little confusing. Yeah, I am. I'll be heading towards the water. Okay. should be like a health drink here, and then up ahead will be a cutscene, an important cutscene, very important cutscene. Now we can kind of, if we use the L button, we can kind of look over the water here and see certain things. Like that dock. No fishing. You see that? No fishing. This is not one of those games that has fishing mini games. That's what that sign is here to tell you. I'm still enjoyed playing through Siren though. It gets... Oh, who's that? Oh shit. That is... My game freezing on me? Oh man. Oh man, we might have to repeat that boss fight now. That didn't froze. Yeah. Damn. I hope it doesn't do that again. Oh. I think there's no save spot between that boss and that cutscene, so we'll just have to hope that it doesn't have that was a fluke. I noticed that. Well, I could look up if there's like different settings we could use. I don't know if that was like a fluke or not. Yeah, there was some glitching that was happening with when the cutscenes, when the FMV cutscenes were playing, but it seemed to be playing them fine up until then. Now that's scary. My game freezing is like really scary. Shenanigans. Darn it. Yeah, so we're back here. Alright, let's have to do this quickly this time. Did I get the key already? I think I did. There's a whole separate issue with FM2 and FMVs. Oh yeah. No. I didn't apply any fixes, no. Oh, do I need to do that? Do I need to apply the fixes? I guess I should do that then. Well, I'll try it one more time, but if it does that again, I'll have to look into applying those fixes like you said. About to stop. Kind of slows down. Slow down back on it. There it goes. Exactly. They let you play as Pyramid Head in Dead by Daylight. That's silly. Let's see, where was the item again? Yeah, like an item here. Oh, I see what happened. I got turned around after the cutscene. That's what happened. Like, I came out of there. Oh, that's why I was confused, because I got turned around. Notice. Do you want to watch Laura be a brat again? Nah. I don't know. Maybe I did. Huh? Are you blind or something? What is Dead by Daylight like one of those like multiplayer horror games like Friday the 13th? Okay. Did I go the wrong way again? I think I did. Quibi, the startup streaming service that came out in the summer, has called it quits and shut down. That is absolutely shocking. Positively shocking. Not Quibi. No. What's Quibi? What is it again? Rosewater Park. So this is that park. Mary. Are you here? This is one of their special places. Like the 4-player asymmetrical horror multiplayer games. Yeah, those are weird. I don't know. I played some of Friday the 13th. It was kind of interesting, I guess. But it is weird. I don't know. People like those, huh? Give me the health. There's the statue. I think that's all the health. Oh, is the other statue over here? No, I guess that's nothing. Here's the gazebo. Oh, there's more. There's like ammo here too, huh? And there's like nothing in here, right? If there was a save, that'd be great. But I guess there's nothing in here. And there's more health here. And now we just hope that it doesn't crash. Maybe that was a fluke. Of course they do call it. I guess we need the fix. Damn. I guess we need the fix. Now this is Mary. Now this is scary. Maybe I could have pressed start right away and skipped it though. And we could have just watched it on YouTube. I should probably just... There's a fix apparently. I should probably get that. Oh, Friday the 13th took Dead by Daylight's concept? I see. So that came first. $2 billion in investors' money has been wiped out. Yeah, that happens. That happens. All right. Yes, I will definitely go to this website and apply this before the next stream. All right. Well, let me turn this off then. All right. I guess we'll be done for tonight then. It's a good stopping point anyway. I mean, it's like it's after 2 a.m. for me. Stopping point anyway. So I needed to wrap up soon anyway, probably. So let's see who we can host. Can we host someone? Oh, well, that person's not streaming live. But they show up on my thing. Let me see. What do we have? Well, you know, people invest in all kinds of things, right? I think we'll do. Oh, I think we'll do Sharpie. We'll do Sharpie tonight. I think. Hope you guys enjoyed Silent Hill. Silent Hill 2. One of my favorite games of all time. We'll be going back and doing a bunch more of it because there's a lot more game to play through. Barry streaming? No, not on my thing. She's not. Are you sure? That's weird. She's not on my list though, and I do follow her. She might. Maybe she. Are you sure she didn't like turn off? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, let's go to Sharpie. It's fine. Anyway, hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. I won't be back on Saturday because we have our party, but hopefully I'll be back tomorrow and we'll like play more of this game so we can make more progress. And you know, we want to. I mean, I want to take my time with this game, but hopefully we have 1 week left, and I definitely want to get to Gregory Horror Show, and I definitely want to do Kingsfield 4. So I think we could at least do those 2 games if we just keep it a good pace. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.